Claw?
Oh, yeah. I got the shot right next to the White Claw.
All right, are we rolling?
Oh, we're rolling hot.
All right, so we are drinking Old Smoky Moonshine Butter Pecan. How much alcohol is in this bitch? It has to be like
17%.
Okay, so it's like a mixed drink.
Yeah, 35 proof.
Oh.
Well, shoot, man. Let's get this party started right, shall we?
All right, cheers.
Clinky clink.
Resubscribe, re-engage, the journey begins. Join the conversation, let your curiosity win.
That tastes like butter pecan ice cream.
I love all things pecan and pecan adjacent.
And buttery decence.
Yeah. Oof, man, I could. Yeah, you could make a mixed drink out of that. That's like Kahlua and Jameson.
Ooh, you know it'd be really good with that?
What?
Fucking root beer.
With Kahlua?
Well, with this.
Oh, with a shot of that? I could see it. No, what I'm saying, do like a glass of Kahlua. Not Kahlua. What's the coffee drink, the Irish drink? The coffee with the alcohol in it.
There's a lot of that, sir.
Yeah, but the main one.
Well, let's find out.
Bailey's. That's what it is.
Yep.
See, I just had to use my brain.
Yeah, my brain hasn't been working for a little bit.
You get some of that burnout going.
Dude, the burnout's real.
The burnout is fucking real. I told you. Shit happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I think I hit my fucking max.
I mean, I had true burnout. And I felt like I had COVID. This was before COVID.
Okay.
And, when you get COVID brain?
Foggy and just like, bleh.
And just, you know your brain's working at 50%, 60%. It's not at 100%.
Yep.
It's exactly what it felt like.
Fuck.
Dude, it was bad. And that lasted for like a week.
Yeah. Dude, my brain has been mushy for like a month and a half. I don't sleep that much.
It's not good. You need more sleep to repair.
Definitely need more sleep.
So you probably need a better work-life balance.
Yeah, that's why I will be going out to get my, decency going. And go get my IA license. Instead of getting paid $100 per claim, I get like $500 to $1,800.
Or claim?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Motherfucker, theoretically, I can knock 12 claims out in a day. But I mean, that's like starting at 5 o'clock in the morning and finishing at like 11:30 at night.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not doing that.
But actual claims, I'd feel safe doing like 2 to 3. Finish the day at like 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, like a normal person?
Yeah, be a normal person. Be a human being.
Come join the human club?
Yep. I want to be a human too.
And that is exactly why I made the boundaries for work is done at a certain time and then work is done.
Oh, fuck. You know what we forgot?
What's that?
Welcome to the Resubscribe podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in today.
This is episode 2?
This is episode 2. We did do a 2 prior to this. But the downside with it is, we'll just say it. They're getting turned into the lost tapes. I don't think I want to see that hit the light of air with the amount of drunkenness we had. And the fuckery that happened.
Oh, and your bad mic skills.
Yeah, my mic was pretty bad on the last one.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just a combination of both, so we all decided that it's best not.
Yeah.
not to publish it. So we're on episode 2 now.
Yeah, theoretically. Technically.
Hope.
Technicality. Fuck it. This is number 2.
Yeah, I don't think calling it a technicality or theoretically is
I mean,
fair.
fair.
Because technically, this would be episode 3.
You know what else we forgot?
What?
Roll that fucking intro. Yeah, but anyway, yeah.
All right. All right.
Told you we were getting this right.
We're only like 5 minutes into the damn thing.
And I'm already feeling good.
Yeah.
I mean, I came into this feeling a little decent.
Well, I mean, I had 2 beers before I walked in here.
Nice.
Yeah, or no, I had more than that. I had 3.
I had, ooh, you want a mango? Is that a yes?
Sure, I'll try mango.
All right, there you go.
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
That's what we all say.
I'm going to work tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what we all say.
I have to live.
Well, what do you think of the Go Mang?
That's actually probably the best. The White Claw.
Have you tried the blackberry yet? Blackberry's my
I
favorite.
got a truly wild berry and I got a Coors Light.
I got a blackberry. Mambalam.
The truly blackberry does not taste good. I just had one of them. Nope. I'm good.
This is definitely more grapey than blackberry.
Why does grape taste like blue?
Okay, so I actually have a funny story about this. So me and Chris, we went up to Cabela's, and you know how they got like those Twizzler-looking things?
Yep.
Like their in-store brand?
Yep. Right at the checkout.
Yep. I had one of those Cabela's Twizzlers that I shit you not tasted like blue.
I know.
It was called Blue Raspberry, but it tasted like fucking blue.
Yeah. Why do blueberries taste blue?
I don't know. Some genetic. Blueberries aren't even fucking blue though.
Like
they're fucking purple.
You think in the 50s they were like, "What does this taste like?" And they're like, "It's berry." And they're like, "Yeah, no, but what color does it taste like?" Like blindfolded the test subject. Just tell us what color it tastes like. Because like bananas don't look like fucking bananas apparently.
Did you know the bananas we have today aren't the flavor that bananas used to be?
Yeah.
It's fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
I want to taste the OG fucking banana.
Yeah, have you been to that, speaking of great food? Oh, no, I went with you and Chris. That great steak restaurant right down the road.
Yep.
What's
the
that?
one that made an old-fashioned, just straight fucking liquor.
Oh, yeah, that one. Well, yeah, besides that.
Okay, you had my hopes so built up.
Dude, that was a great fucking steak. I didn't know they were going to overpour you. And who knew that you were one to complain about an overpour?
Okay, there's an overpour, and then there's just
okay.
straight fucking alcohol.
Yeah, that was 3 shots of straight fucking whiskey to enjoy with a steak.
Like a dash of simple syrup
Yeah,
for
but-
color.
No, but granted, that was like top shelf whiskey, too.
The second one was.
Oh, the second one was? Okay.
The first one was Jack. Just straight fucking Jack.
Uh,
The second one, though, I did add a little bit of my water to it. Ugh, dude, touched me in all the right places. I touched myself that night.
but great food.
Fucking amazing food. I remember when they were down in Castle Rock, I think I liked that location better than I do them up north.
What?
I don't know. I had more of like a hometown restaurant instead of a...
Shopping mall.
yeah.
But it's good food.
I mean, it's always been good food.
No, but like I think best steak for your dollar. South
Okay,
of
are we
south
talking
of Denver.
restaurant steak for $1?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I can agree. Duke's is pretty good. I did Dookie pretty hard the next day.
I mean, definitely not Ruth Chris. Definitely not Ruth Chris. Like, money for dollar for steak. Fuck no, definitely not.
Okay, so if we're talking favorite, I was thinking more like bang for the buck, but favorite is Shanahan's.
Well, I think they all have a bar, right? So, and you can stab me if you want, but a Texas Roadhouse ribeye for what is it, like $20, $18 or some shit like that, right? That's the bar, right? You get a
steak.
Decent, no, actually a good, no, it's
a very good steak.
Yeah, it's a good steak for $18. Sides, you're full, you're happy, content, boom, you leave that place. And hey, nobody ever regrets, that I know of, going to Texas Roadhouse. Okay? But
I did regret the bloomin' onion.
well, yeah, we all do. But that's the bar to beat. Like, you have to have a reasonable price, and then you have to have a very good steak.
I think a good steak is like a reasonably priced steak, but at the same time properly fucking seasoned. Not too much salt, not too much pepper, not too much garlic.
Yeah, I'm a butter salt hoe, to be honest. Like, if they based it correctly with butter, and
Kerrygold butter.
And then after,
that's the gold standard.
Oh, dude.
You can't go wrong with a bit of Kerrygold in that bitch.
Well, what's that? No, beef tallow. Yeah, dude. And like beef tallow butter mix, dude. Oh, dude, or even just straight beef tallow. Like, you're getting there.
That's, dude. I'm fucking hungry now. Damn it.
My girlfriend used to be vegetarian.
So did my ex.
She's not anymore. Thank God. I eat a lot of meat. I just bought a quarter cow. Like, I eat a lot of meat.
Motherfucker, we were supposed to go halvesies on a half.
It was my buddy. How much you want? I can still probably talk to him. Because they're slaughtering, his brother is slaughtering a cow. And he's like, how much beef you want? And I was like...
I mean, technically, all I wanted was a fucking quarter.
No, but we were only getting the ground beef at this one. The family's keeping all the steaks. So it was only ground beef, and then it was price per pound. And I was like, okay, this is how much I'll pay for that, because I still have to buy a freezer for the garage.
Okay, for the amount of steak that I know is going to go through this house, especially once we get up the Smoker Wednesday or Smoker Saturday.
Oh, we have to do the monthly thing, too.
Yeah, we got our monthly.
Oh, yeah.
You know how women have their time of the month? Well, we have a men's time of the month. It's called Surf and Turf. I'm not sure if it's Saturday.
Yeah, but there's a tailing in there, too.
That's Surf and Turfish.
I gotta come up with a better name for it. Okay, so what we do is we eat steak, we smoke crab, and then somebody, usually Brillo, makes Alfredo, and the Alfredo has to be from scratch. It's no box, nothing boxed, right?
No, the box shit is fucking heathen shit.
Yeah,
you get it out of a fucking bottle. That's fucking heathen shit.
Yeah.
You take some heavy whipping cream, you take garlic, you take a fuckload of Parmesan, grated, and like dry scalp gold.
Yeah, and so that's and me and all the bros, we all get together and we just get too full, drink a bunch of beer,
get shit faced, eat damn good food,
talk shit, pretend to play video games but not very well.
We make it like 5 minutes into the VR, then we're all like,
yeah, trying to like jump trophy trucks, and we're like, what the fuck are we doing?
I remember when I jumped one of the trophy trucks, I rolled the shit out of it. We had the VR on, and I'm like, hey, I can fucking do this. I can drive this. 2 seconds later, I am rolling at 150 miles an hour doing horizontal barrel rolls. It was glorious.
Dude, that shit does not affect me.
It gives me, like, the vertigo. I mean...
I like Chris, Dad, you, everybody's explained to me, like, you just get, like, but, like, I'm, like, I can be slamming beers and...
Okay, well, I was doing it sober.
Like, doing like, yeah.
The first and second time I did it sober.
And the first time I ever did it was, I was hungover as fuck. Like, as fuck. And I still did it, and I still killed it. I was just driving laps in the late model, just, popping that rear tire out. Yeah. Just for like 2 hours while Chris did things up. Remember his old house? He was doing things upstairs, and I was just...
Yeah.
driving that because I was back in Minnesota, just fucking around.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Ah, dude, good shit, man.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, dude, so not fair. I want to do that again.
Well, I mean, I think he still has his VR set up here, and he offered it to me, but like I don't really have space.
I mean, you got a second bedroom.
I do. That has a bed in it.
It doesn't take up that much room.
It doesn't, but like
the chair that you're sitting on right now, that's like... that's about the size of it.
should put it in front of my king bed.
Probably good.
I don't have anything right there yet. I was gonna put the 75-inch right there, but I mean, like an Oculus and a racing seat. Like, I guess the girlfriend can't complain too much.
I mean, technically, you could also put up the 75.
I gotta find like a hutch or like a fucking something.
Wall mount that bitch.
Cause no, I don't like showing cords.
You can hide cords on a wall mount.
I know, but I have to run the electricity, and that
Through
voids
the wall.
that voids my warranty. Brand new home. Yeah. Fucking with the electrical system will void the warranty.
No, you're not fucking with the electrical system.
If you're adding an outlet,
No, that's not what I'm saying. You run it through the wall.
like the actual cord to the TV,
Yeah.
that's some NEC not compliant shit. So no, I ain't doing it.
It is very compliant. What you do...
I know what you're talking about, and I know those cut-in things you buy from Amazon that you run the power cord through. And nope, I'm not doing that. Hard no. Pass.
You know what else you could do?
What?
Get some thick-ass fucking conduit and run the cords through that bitch. Behind the fucking drywall.
Yeah, put some 90s in it and just have it stubbing out of the wall. But like, I didn't do shit. I just plugged it in.
This was stock. This was standard.
I could make a dead man cord. Actually, it wouldn't. It'd just be an extension cord in a wall that's rated. Huh, that's an idea. Let me think about it. I'm still sketchy about running anything not permanent in walls. I guess it is my own home. So,
It is.
yeah, I could. It is. I do own that light switch,
You do.
that door handle.
I wouldn't claim that door handle.
Why not?
It's not shiny enough.
I gotta polish it for you.
I'd prefer it.
Remember when like my house has white doors, white closet doors, and white trim. But do you remember when doors were like brown?
Oh, yeah, I remember that shit.
Like brown?
Oh, yeah.
Like brown. Like, and remember that ugly ass brown too?
Old person brown?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, my
Like we
grandpa...
just went the other way.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
But in like 30 years, the kids are gonna be like, remember when our parents had white shit and we have brown shit?
Dude, I couldn't go back to the brown shit, man.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
Oh, dude, like you look at it and you're like, oh, God, this is dirty. Then you put your hand on it and you're like, oh, God, it is dirty.
Yeah. It was fucking bad.
Like you walk into the grandparents' house and they've got like the brown ass doors.
Well, and like the door weighed 0.0 pounds, was light as fuck. Like you could yeet yourself through the fucking door.
Mhm.
And-
It was just straight natural fucking brown ass veneer.
yeah, like paper wood wrapped in paper wood.
Yes.
Like it didn't stop anything.
Oh, dude, imagine if a home intruder came in and they're like, oh, you locked yourself in that fucking room? I'm coming through. Just puts his finger through the fucking door.
Well, I think that's like every door in every home.
No, by code, into your garage door, you must have a steel core door.
Well, yeah, no, your main doors inside or on the exterior quotation marks around that are supposed to be coded. But like I'm talking like your bedroom doors and stuff.
You
like,
can do a hollow core door.
That's not gonna stop anybody.
A hollow core door, warrior.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's like a solid piece of fucking wood. It's a solid core door. It's just a slab of fucking wood.
But
That was carved.
hollow core means it's hollowed out.
Mm-hmm. So it's got ribs on the inside. It's just pieces of cardboard that keep the rigidity, and it's glued. So this is a hollow core. Then you've got the solid core. Then you've got the steel core.
The more you know by doors.
Jack of all trades, master of a fucking few.
I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I think I always know better people at all the things I do.
I mean, the one trade that I think I mastered, was the forest fire. I can cut line and drop trees like a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
And what does that entail?
So, when you're digging fire line, you know, you got the black is always behind you. Or black is always in front of you. No. I'm saying that ass backwards because you want to pull into the black. So the black area is the burned area of a fire burn. You always start on the cold, start at the heel, and you dig. Like you take Pulaski, Combi, McLeod, Slapper, Rhinos. These are all digging parish tools. And you start at the black, you go into the green, areas that isn't burned, and you dig, and just dig fire line. It's like you're digging like a multi-mile trench down to mineral soil. And so if there's any heat in the black at the time, and it decides to reignite that fire line that you just cut into the earth, the ground fire ain't going to jump it. Yeah. And then in front of you, you got sawyers, guys with chainsaws. You got swampers. Those are the guys that take everything that's cut down and they throw it over into the black or into the green, depending on how the tree is. And they go ahead of the dig line, and their job is to clear a fucking path. And I'm talking like 15, 20 feet wide. Like a wide-ass fucking swatch through the earth, cutting down everything. Bushes, trees. If there's a gazelle there, oh, best believe they're going to drop that fucking gazelle. You just keep digging till Captain says, you don't dig no more, baby. You have sweat-offs on the fire line. So you put on a bandana. And once you reach a certain point or time frame, take off the helmets, take off the bandana, squeeze it into the hat. The person with the most sweat wins.
Damn. Yeah. So, like, would you cut down a redwood?
It depends on if we are permitted.
Like, if the redwoods were on fire, and they're like...
Technically, yes.
Damn.
I wouldn't, because I was not classed as... So, it's A, B, and C Sawyer. A-class Sawyers can take, like, really small shit. B-class can take... I'm trying to remember. I'm sure one of y'all are going to correct me down in the comments, but I believe it's up to a 35-inch diameter tree. And then C-class Sawyers can take down, you know, the biggest redwood in the fucking world if they wanted to.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, to take down a redwood, you need like a 20-foot bar to, like, cut across the tree for some of them. The old timers, they take handsaws that were 1/4 longer on each side of the tree. So they just hand fucking pull that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Ah, it's glorious. We've also got piss bladder bags.
What are those?
It is the most horriblest, bestest designed piece of equipment the United States government has ever designed for personal, professional use. It's a cloth canvas rubber bladder with brass connectors that no matter how good you connect it, will always leak. It'll leak. Like you put water in it, you get everything connected, and you're good to go, and you're hiking up the fucking mountain. By the time you get to the top, half the bag is already down your back into your crack. And your boots are going every step of the way.
What's it do? What's it for?
So you get this hand pump, and it's made of all fucking brass. It's a glorified squirt gun that you spray like this, like you're jacking off the fucking piss bladder bag
Okay.
into the fucking fire, and you're just using it as... So you know how hose totes are, structure firefighters.
Yep.
We also do hose lays with the Forest Service, but we only do 1 to 2 inch. And they're not pretty boys. They actually work for a living.
Okay.
As much as we wildland talk shit about structure guys, we're all the same team. We just like to talk shit. So you take the piss bladder bag and you run it up the mountain, and you literally use it to douse hot areas. You want to try a blackberry?
No, dude, I got a Coors Light. I'm good.
Or everything's just falling off. Ruby grapefruit.
I got a Coors Light right here. I'm good, dude.
I'm going ruby next.
Ruby? Mm-hmm. Got the variety pack? You're bougie.
Shit, dude, coming from you, I take that as a compliment.
Yeah, it pretty much is. I'll be honest, I'm pretty bougie. Oh, I did. Oh, okay. So, I run during my lunch breaks, and I run, in the forest, up in the mountains, up and down hills, doing all the shit. And I'm down Colorado Springs, running in the mountains, and it's about.
Ooh, that is so refreshing.
So refreshing. It was about a week and a half ago.
Okay.
And I was just running along, and my project engineer, he was like, "Hey, I saw a bear driving up near where we worked." And I was like, he's like, "So, be careful. I know you run around here, so don't run into any bears." And I was like, "Deal, skis." Wasn't planning on it. So I wear I wear those bone conducting headphones.
Okay.
So I can hear things on the trail because people behind me, people in front of you, bears, mooses, meese, elk. Just so I can hear things. Well, I'm running uphill, so my head's down, and you're just chugging uphill, just and I hear this, and I kid you not, the bear was closer to me than I am. So me and Briller were probably
8 feet, 9 feet.
No, this is 7 feet apart. Yeah, me and the bear. He was right on the side of the trail, and we were 3-4 feet away. And of course, it's just a black bear because we're in Colorado. He turns around, takes off, and sits about 10 feet away, and just turns and looks at me. And I know with a bear, you face the bear and you get big, and you don't back down. Or like you can step away slowly, but it's probably best just to stand your ground.
You know what a black bear will do to you, right? A grizzly bear will maul the shit out of you. And it'll leave you there. Like, okay, I fucked up the predator that could potentially hurt me and my cubs. If it lives, cool. If it doesn't, cool. You know what a black bear will do?
What?
It'll fucking eat you.
What? No, I think you have it backwards.
No.
Anyway, so he's standing there, and then I pull out my phone, call my project engineer, and I call him. And I'm like, "Hey, me and this bear are on a standoff right now. I'm not sure what's gonna happen."
If you had a 10 mil with you, you could have taken him.
I was running, so I was like, "Just stay on the phone with me in case anything happens." And he's like, "Yep, I'm here." So me and the bear have a standoff, which felt like for 5 minutes. It was probably a minute, maybe.
Okay.
And then he finally turns around, goes 30 feet further down into the thicket, and again turns around, stares at me, and I was like, "Okay, 30 feet. I'm comfortable with." Slowly backstepping, out of the engagement range, right? So I'm backstepping, and I'm on the phone with my PM, but like, "Yep, I'm just backing up right now, no big deal." And then he just stays there, and then he finally gives me one last glance, and then just runs away. And then this lady on a bike came up on the opposite direction. She comes up to me, and I was like, "Be careful, there's a bear." And It was that famous meme that was like 4 months ago. It was like, would a woman rather deal with a bear or a dude on the trail? And she just blasted towards the bear. I don't think she heard me because she had headphones in, but I just chuckled to myself. I was like, good luck. And then, yeah, I just ended up hiking out of there. But yeah, that was my most recent bear encounter. That was pretty exciting.
I think prior to that was our last camping trip.
I've been chased by so many dogs because I used to live out in the sticks. So I would get chased by a dog.
I mean, that's normal.
Once or twice a week, or no, twice a month. So like, I got used to like dealing with the, stand up, don't back down, face them, choke them out, kind of things. Like my adrenaline.
I don't think you could choke out a bear though,
dude. You don't think you could take on a black bear, dude? They're not that big.
I thoroughly disagree with that. A black bear will literally eat you. If you're sleeping in a tent and a black bear comes to town.
A black bear or a grizzly bear?
Grizzly.
Okay. No, I think a black bear has...
You know what's bigger than all...
Dude, you just gotta take his back. You gotta take his back.
You could take a mountain lion.
No, I'm more scared of a mountain lion because of how they approach and how they're going for the back of your neck right away.
Well, technically, they want to grab the front of your neck because that's how they kill you.
But if they come from your back, they're going to take you from your spinal cord on the rear, right? And that'll disable you pretty fast. Whereas like a black bear, I think, hey, I'm 220 pounds. Like, take its back, choke it out. Like ride. You got to ride the wave. You got to ride the wave.
Okay, would you rather...
Maybe an armbar? Not really. That's a joke. Don't do an armbar because they'll just bite your leg and that'll fucking suck. But I'm saying, get on its back and then fight from the back.
Do you know how much a black bear weighs?
Yeah, 200 to 300 pounds. Dude,
Those are fucking rookie numbers.
No, dude. Okay, we got the Google machine. I'm pulling up the Google machine.
All right, pull up the fucking magic. Like, I 100% disagree in the size that you are saying a bear actually is.
I think you're going to be surprised.
Oh, okay. Prove me wrong.
How small black bears are, truly. Okay, we got a big range here. And I'm going to be honest. So a male American black bear is 130 to 660.
Mm-hmm.
A female is 90 to 180.
Uh-huh.
So, on average, a male black bear weighs 275 pounds. Then that's in Yellowstone. So, like, their home country, not, in the Denver metro area. So, they, I think, weigh less here. So, you're fighting somebody at your own weight. Black bears aren't that big as you think they are.
Oh, no, I've come up to a few while working in the Forest Service. I would much rather come up against a fucking grizzly bear than a black bear.
So Wikipedia is telling me that the average black bear male weighs 300 pounds. Go for its windpipe, take out its eyes. Dude, you're going to do more damage. As long as you take the back. You got to take the back and then attack from the back.
And then at the back end of a black bear, you've got those fucking worms.
Oh, yeah. Trichinosis? Yeah. That's
oh, no, it's not trichinosis. It's like big-ass fucking worm that burrows into your fucking brain.
I think if you're getting slashed and bitten by a black bear, you have bigger things to worry about than fucking worms at that time. In my opinion.
If the bear's claws and teeth don't get you, those fucking worms will.
I'm pretty sure you can get to a hospital and say, I just fought a black bear. And then they're going to go kill that black bear. And then they're going to find out, okay.
It's got fucking worms.
And then they're going to treat you for the fucking worms.
And probably a bit of rabies, too. Just to be safe.
If
do you know how painful a rabies shot is?
It's like 12 shots, isn't it?
But it is painful as shots.
Have you ever had it?
Mm-hmm. First season of Fire, we had to go get anti-rabies fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
I didn't know they had a vaccine for rabies. I don't think
They told
do.
they told us it was something that would help if we came up against any rabid animals.
It's probably just a shot of sugar. Nice placebo.
I know, it's a bastard.
Yeah, because like you remember the zombie shows with the rabies things because there's no cure for rabies.
I mean, if you get rabies and you get the...
Oh, there's no vaccine.
Yeah. But if you get the shots to combat rabies...
Yeah, the 15 shots before the symptoms start, then yes, your likelihood of survival are great. Yeah.
It's like 65 or 75%.
Yeah.
That, not death. Ah, dude, I would hate to die by rabies.
Yeah, die of thirst. And die of anger and just crazed. Yeah, I'm good.
No, you try to drink water and like... Dude, you wouldn't be able to drink beer. How fucking heathenistic is that?
Challenge accepted. Yeah, no, I don't want to go by rabies. I feel like the worst way to go. I mean, starvation pains. That might be pretty bad too.
Okay, so we're both technically woodsmen. I mean, I was formerly genuine fucking woodsman. But you are Mr. Backcountry.
Okay.
So you're in the wilderness. You're about to die. Would you rather die by heat exhaustion, heat stroke, freezing to death, or burning to death?
Well, I mean, okay, so my knowledge in this topic is not as well versed, but I think heat exhaustion, so you get all loopy, loopy. So you're kind of out of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be an easy way to go.
I would rather freeze to death.
Well, yeah, because freezing to death, you just fall asleep, and then because your body's trying to conserve energy, so it puts you to sleep, and then you just go to sleep, and then you just pass away. Right, so that's not a bad one. That's probably the best one in my opinion.
I would much rather freeze to death than... Like, burn to death sounds horrible.
Well, yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah,
somebody's fucking saucy tonight.
I'm good, not doing that. Hardcore now.
Okay.
It's like drowning. Would you rather burn or drown?
That's an impossible question.
Yeah.
Because both sound fucking god-awful.
Yeah, but which one sounds worse?
Probably burning to death.
Yeah, I think drowning once you just accept it.
Like, all you gotta do is exhale everything that's in your lungs, then inhale, and all it is fucking water. It's gonna be painful as shit for a few minutes.
Yeah, I think burning could take longer.
Yeah.
And then you feel but like it burns your nerve endings, so you'll stop feeling it at a point.
But depending on how hot the fire is, I mean, that could take some fucking time, man.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I think drowning.
Yeah, I would take drowning. Doing forest fire, our biggest fear was burning alive. Because when we go out into the forest and, fire jumps behind us, we do a quick little RX burn. So we'll burn out a fucking area. Best case scenario, we'll jump into the black, deploy a shelter in the middle of the black, and theoretically be fine. But real world scenario, you never know where you're going to be at. So you got to burn out a little area, deploy what is the equivalent of an aluminum foil sheet. You look like a giant Chipotle burrito, and you pray to God that you burned enough around you. That's probably one of the scariest shits right there. I did have a homie that had to deploy, but he was running up the side of a mountain. Straight up, like, legitimate, like, Florida fucking redneck. Good fucking people. He deployed because we did a prescribed burn up in the mountains. You know, we cut around a fucking mountain. We burnt the whole fucking mountain. And he's like, I'm going to go up the fucking side of this and get a fucking video of it. Bow-legged ass motherfucker. Crazy ass motherfucker, too. And he's running up the side of the mountain with, like, you know, an old ass fucking cell phone taking god-awful video. Fire jumps behind him. It jumps in the grass. He deploys really quick. All of us are extremely fucking worried. But the fire, you know, it wicks past him in a few seconds. All of us go up the fucking mountain. And we're all like, on the radio, we've got the captain on it. He's like, hey, stay down. Keep calm. You okay? You got your water. You got this, XYZ. And for an hour, we have him believing that the fire is raging all around him. We're shaking his fucking fire shelter, throwing rocks and sticks. And, oh, dude, I swear to God, he came out of there weighing 10 pounds lighter from all the sweat he had coming on him.
That's fucked up, and that's awesome at the same time. I'll give you that. I will give you that.
Oh, that was such a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. What kind of mountains did you like best when you were out there, when you were doing the firefighting? Because, like, you were all over the country.
Yep.
What were your favorites?
Honestly, Montana. It's still considered the Rockies because the Rockies go from Canada everywhere south, like all the way down to fucking Mexico.
Yeah.
But Montana, designated wildland area, beautiful fucking country. And, you know, not allowed to use a lot of gas or fuel because it's a designated wildland area. So you can't use gasoline a lot. Like, you can use one tank of fuel in your chainsaw, but other than that, it's hand tools. It was all grassland, few trees, small fire. We had airplanes come in. They did some retardant drops, and we probably had it under control in 2-3 days. But it was a very inactive season, so our captain decided we were going to sit and monitor for the next full deployment. And a full deployment is 17 days. And in that 17 days, you don't shower. You don't change your yellows or greens. You change your socks religiously. You change your boxers like 2 or 3 times. Otherwise, you chafe. Like, oh God, the chafe is awful. I chafed so bad, like in my gooch area.
Yep.
That I had to take monkey butt wipes and stuff them in between my crack and wrapped my sack.
That's fucked up. I've never had that bad.
Dude, we had it was a 6-hour hike down from the mountain. And on the way down, like right before we left, I'm like, dude, I've got to shit. Like, I got to shit something awful right now. Because we get, occasionally we'll get fresh food dropped in, but most of the time we'll have so if we're in the backcountry and we have to get dropped in by helicopter or airplane or something of that sort. It's not conducive to hike out of the fire area until the fire's done. So they'll drop us what's called jumper boxes. And these are filled with the saltiest canned. At the time, it is the most delicious thing in the world because your body is so starved of electrolytes and salt and fat and all that. So they drop us these boxes that are filled with Spam, condensed milk.
That sounds fun.
Oh, it's amazing. Macaroni and cheese, salmon, tuna, like canned fucking tuna, salmon. And that's what you eat day in and day out. You also have a couple MREs that you bring up with you. And you ration that while you're working on a jumper box. Because you take what's inside the MRE and you supplement that with your jump box. You make some god awful life decisions. I did a condensed milk ramen mac and cheese with spam.
No, yeah, not with spam.
It sounds fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Like, looking at it, like, from the perspective that I am now, like, not in the field anymore, that sounds like the worst. Like, absolute god awful worst. But up there on the side of the mountain, burning, 15,000 calories a day. Oh, dude, fucking lifesaver. So eating that for 17 days, getting ready to come down the mountain. Keep in mind, I hadn't shit in like 3 days at that point. I'm drinking, so we usually carry 8 to 10 liters on us a day. And I usually, at the time, I'd go through 5 to 8 liters a day. Every day. So, 3 days, no shit, a fuckload of water with a dash of dehydration. I find this perfect spot on the edge of a mountain, and the rock formation was built to be a fucking toilet. Okay? Perfect crack in the middle. It's got armrests, not a backrest. It's like, if there's anywhere to shit in this forest, it is right here. So I shit my brains out. Like a solid 2-hour shit. Solid, soft, and everything in between. And having so little... Because we go with as little shit as we can. Pun intended.
Yeah.
A little bit of wet wipes. A little bit of TP. Everybody carries their own. You carry enough for the deployment. Not too much, not too little. Just like that perfect, like in between, like just enough. And at that time, I was on the tail end of everything I had. And I was taking wet wipe baths at the time.
Sounds fun.
So I shit my life away. I do a solid 20 minutes of paperwork on my brown eye. And you know those turds that like, it's a never ending wipe until you get in a fucking shower or bath and you just like
Yep.
rinse everything away.
Okay.
So I'm doing paperwork for a solid 20 minutes. It's still the same amount of doo-doo coming off every single wipe. And
Okay.
I'm at the point of like, I don't think I have enough. Like if I need to, take a doo-doo down the mountain on the way down, I need some wet wipes. Like I know deep down in my heart, I need wet wipes. Because the doo-doo is real. It is thick. So coming down the mountain, no true shower. Like, I wipe the pits behind the kneecaps and, just areas that I want to feel cleaner.
Okay.
Halfway down the mountain, this is like 3 hours into a 7-hour hike, down the mountain, it hits. The butt cheeks are chafing, the gooch is chafing, even my fucking sack is chafing. We start coming down, and oh God, man, I swear to God, it was the worst chafe you could ever imagine. So I packed my butthole and crack with wet wipes. Then I wrapped my sack and shaft with wet wipes to prevent further chafe. I even took off my pants and sat in the fucking river for 15 minutes.
That sounds... I mean... No, I so this one
It
time,
was fucking shitty, man.
no pun intended. This one time, I'm on a 30-mile trail run with 2 other dudes, right? And I know in the pack, and this is a complete circle. So there's no aid stations or nowhere to dump off on a road or anything like that.
Yep.
Right? Just full on all day trail run in the woods, 3 dudes. And I know. So you know how much food to pack 'cause you have to eat every hour. bring the lighter just in case, and then enough water to sustain yourself. Maybe water filter, and then rain jacket. That's really all you're bringing, right? You're in shorts, socks, but like again, like you're trying to limit every single ounce of your weight because I mean you're spending. This is Colorado Mountain, 30 miles on the trail. It takes you.
It takes fucking time.
You're out there 6, 7, 8 hours. 10. One time I did a 30 mile that went over 3 passes, and it took me 12 hours, and I'm not running the uphills, but I'm running the downhills. But just how difficult all the passes were to just get over. Anyway, so sorry, I skipped ahead on. That's a different story. So anyway, so we're running and we are, I took I usually go to the bathroom. 1-2 hours in, just bump off the trail, do your business, get back on the trail. Well, I was with this one guy who is, he is, I think he still is. He's a high, CrossFit dude, big. He's in the Air Force, and he's just, jacked, and he can do anything. And I'm like, cool, bro. And he's a good friend. And then he ended up having to go to the bathroom at like mile 18, and he didn't have any toilet paper or like anything like that. And he's like, I don't have any toilet paper. And I was like, I don't really want to give up mine because we still have 12, 14 miles to go.
Yep.
But I was like, you can take mine. And he's like, no, dude, I'm hard as fuck. I got this. I'm like, okay.
Okay, that statement kind of scares me.
It does. So he busts off on the trail, takes his shit, and then so we're just walking along waiting for him to catch up. And he catches up. And I'm like, how did you wipe yourself? He's like, bruh, I fucking didn't. And I'm like, what? So he's just, and I was like, you are at the back of the, we had 12 miles to go, and I was like, you are in the back of the line, and you are sucking that shit up until we get to the trailhead.
Oh, God.
But could you imagine that chafing and just the thing? Oh, my God. I was like, you are a man.
Oh, dude, I understand that pain. My first year of fire, I went up the mountain without wet wipes or TP. 2 weeks, no wiping. Do you know how fucking shitty that gets? Like, you can't ask a homie, hey, can I steal a sock?
That's what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to take his sock and do his stuff. I was like, that's fine. Probably because I always carry an extra pair of socks in case my socks get wet. Swap them out. So that's what I thought he was going to do.
I will say recommendation if you are going on a multi-day hike. Like, if you're going for 3 days, take 6 fucking pairs of socks. That is professional fuckery talking.
No, I think a 6-day hike. No, if you're on a 3-day hike and you're doing 22 to 30 miles a day,
I would get a fresh pair of socks in the morning, and I'd put on a fresh pair of socks at night.
Well, no, so you have your sleeping socks, which are like a thin pair of like athletic socks. Mm-hmm. But then I think your hiking socks, I think you need like a darn tough, like something like that can, separate the wetness from your feet.
100% wool.
Yeah, darn tough.
I've never worn darn tough.
Aria had this great sale like 4 years ago, and I bought like 12 pairs.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and
okay.
I've been using those ever since. That's how yes, some of the pairs got holes in them, but they were $10 a pop. So I was like, that's fine. I'm not gonna complain.
No, that's fair. I've got the Wrangler wool socks.
I don't like those. They tend to be more stretchy. I like the darn tough because like I can run in those, and they don't. When your feet sweat, they tend to like your sock tends to get like loose, and you get that loose feeling in your shoe, and I'm not a fan of that.
No, that's fair. I kind of tend to wear wool socks during the day anyway. because the roofing boots that I have right now are they're just like a cunt hair too big, and I need just like that extra cunt hair within the boot to like fill it out just the right amount.
Oh, I do have a pair of boots. What size feet are you?
It depends on the boot. I range anywhere between a 10.5 to a 12, depending on the boot manufacturer.
I have a pair of cowboy boots that are either going in the garbage or never been worn. No, they've been worn like once or twice, but they're just I have fat feet, so they don't really fit my foot. So remind me when you're leaving.
You do got soft feet.
No, my feet.
Mr. Sit behind a fucking desk all day.
I do. It's not a bad gig.
Yeah. I'm hoping to have something along that line here in the next week. When I was saying I hit my burnout, like I literally ordered the Texas All Lines test today. And in 1 week I will be an independent adjuster.
Congratulations. Well, you got to pass the test.
I'm formally licensed in all lines of insurance. Currently an active adjuster. I got a feeling this test is going to be fucking easy.
Yeah, but did you study for it?
I mean, I'm starting tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Just make sure you study for it because
I legit just got it today. I'm doing a pre-test tomorrow afternoon just to see where I'm at. Just because. No matter what, I have to do 36 hours of studying. 8 hours of quote-unquote homework.
Yeah, like for an electrician's journeyman exam, a lot of dudes think they can just wing it right after school, right after electrician school, and you might be able to get away with that, but like you need a couple weeks of, in my opinion, good studying to really hammer down on those things that they didn't, they glossed over.
Oh, yeah.
And our test is, the electrician test is like 4.5 hours.
Yeah, it's a bit. The IA license is 150 or 160 question. And, I mean, it's not timed. You finish it when you finish it, pretty much.
Do you have to take it out of like a testing center, or can you do it on your computer at home?
Do it on the computer at home. I don't have to go to Pearson View.
Oh, dude, yeah. We had to go to a testing center, and like you can't use your own code book. They had to hand you their old raggedy ass code book.
Ass.
And yeah, granted, my code book at my house does not have tabs on it, for each section.
Yep.
But their code book at the testing center had tabs on it, so
Ooh.
it was, so you're flipping pages a lot faster because you're like, yes, it's in 220. Yes, it's in,
When I took all my lines of insurance, they had something similar. I went over to Pearson View, and I had 6 hours to take the test. I felt confident in life, health, or life, property, and casualty. So life insurance, car insurance, and homeowners insurance. But health insurance, I'm fucking horrible at that.
That's like, no, so I keep on getting hit up for like disability insurance.
Disability insurance is phenomenal.
What?
Okay, let's say, so there's a rider or policy that gives, it's called AD&D, accidental death and dismemberment.
No, but I'm talking like, like you get injured on the job.
Yep.
Or no, you get injured anywhere, and...
No. It is on the job or in the process of doing the job.
No, okay, no, but I'm talking, so I get hit up not for that disability. I'm talking privately, not work-related. I'm talking, just a private thing of, hey, I got injured on the job, paid my mortgage for X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. It's this...
Not on the job. Not on the job.
Technically, it is the same policy, just written a different way.
Okay.
So let's say you're at home and you're changing out a light bulb, right?
Yep.
And then the ladder that you're using slips and falls underneath you.
Yep.
That it's not called an AD&D. It's not called that. But it's the same policy, just written with a little bit different wording, right? So if you fall, say you're changing the light right here, fall, break your arm, you're out of work for 6 months. That policy is going to cover you from the moment you're injured. Some policies cover the injuries that you have as a result. So with the homeowner's policy, someone gets hurt in your home, it'll pay, I think, up to $15,000 to $50,000, or from $15,000 to $50,000 for an injury in the home. For a dog bite, it'll pay up to $75,000, and for an accident, some policies go up to $70,000, but most of the time, folks usually choose like $5,000-$10,000 coverage in that. So with the policy that you're talking about right now, it's going to cover you if you're changing that light bulb and you fall. Let's say your job is out in the field, right? Like you have to be out and about in the field every single day. You have to be fully body abled.
Yep.
This policy is going to cover you until the doctor releases you.
So I understand what the policy. So yeah, the policy covers the mortgage, all the bills. That's fine. Okay, but I'm only sold the upsides, right? Because like somebody's trying to sell me, to get this policy under them.
Do you want to hear the downside?
Yes, I want to hear the downsides.
Maybe 2% of claims actually pay out. Because those accidents are so fucking rare that 99% of the time, that policy will never have to pay out. There's that one rare 1% where you're up on that ladder and you fall and it fucks you for 6 months. 99% of the policies written will never get paid. And it's just money in the pockets. 99% of the time. It's just profit for the companies. But at the same time, when stating that, you are going to have... So the policy that you have, or if you go with something like that, you will have... You're funding another car accident, pretty much. So every insurance company puts every...
I know how that... Yeah, how they pay for our medical bills is by everybody else's money, not my own. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. I understand that portion, but I'm just wondering, like, how could they afford to do that?
So let's say... Let's do on the extreme low end. 100 people pay... say $2,500 a year, right?
Well, no, that's okay. No. So, transparency. Okay, so like I'm looking at, they had me, called me, did the whole thing, and they're like, okay, so $4,000 a month, or was it $5,000? I don't remember. Anyway, $4,000 or $5,000 a month.
Okay. Until
the day I die, if I get injured, cannot work again, cannot return to work because I got in an accident.
Mm-hmm. And it'll pay you until you can work again.
Yes. But it's, I think it's like $55 a month.
Yep.
So the math's not mathing. Well, the math's mathing if you have enough people, contributing to that pot. But if you have one person, right?
Yep.
$5,000 times $4,000, whatever. I don't remember what it was. $3,500, $5,000, whatever.
Okay.
Let's just say it's $4,000. That's still $60,000. How many people would be having to pay $50 a month into that policy?
So for them to be offering it, they've probably got...
I know their math works out.
Hold up. For every one person that gets injured, they've got another, let's say low end, 1 million people that are paying the same amount every month, and every dollar of each one of the policyholders are invested. Every single dollar. Like, I'm talking like Wall Street level investing, like
Okay.
AI.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
So for every $1 they invest,
So they
make
making
50 cents.
Well, nobody's making 50% returns on the stock market.
You challenge that to an insurance company.
I would, like, especially if they're publicly traded. So,
They are?
Yeah, no, you could. There's no publicly traded company that's making 50%.
Okay. It's not profitable anything less than 30%, especially with the potential liability of having to pay someone 60 years. So that policy will cover...
No, I know it has to be profitable, right? That's why they do it. That's why the underwriters approve.
So for every 100,000 people, there's one person that gets injured.
Okay. Well, I mean, you'd think it's more than that, though.
It's not. Like, it's not very often someone takes a fall in their home. Maybe, like, older folks, but a good chunk of the time.
Like a car accident, they're still you're still disabled, right? So your car insurance pays out a portion, then that you hit the max, and they have to cover the rest of it.
So,
not your health bills, but you're just, weekly
for medical payments,
monthly.
There's a maximum that an insurance company will pay out, right?
Yes.
For medical bills, for a replacement car, to get the car replaced, there's coverages and different liabilities that every insurance company faces. And so every person has an insurance credit score. So there's a credit score for you and me. Like, if I went to a bank, I wanted a loan for $100,000. The bank will look at it and say, from what your past history has said, I will approve you, I will disapprove you. Right? That's just normal credit score.
Yep.
Well, then you got the insurance score. How many accidents you've had, how reliable you are on the payments, your age, your gender, the year you were born, how you were raised, the household that you were in. I mean, there's so many variables that go into how a insurance company scores you. And all these scores are all shared across all insurance companies.
So can I see my own score?
No.
What the fuck? No.
You will never be able to see your insurance score.
So I need like an insider to provide that info to me?
And if that insider provides that information, that insider is liable for a minimum of $1 million in damages.
Why?
To the company.
It's my own information.
Nope, it is not.
But if it's shared between all the companies, that's some like
okay. So when you were a
communist
kid,
stuff right there.
When you were a kid and you had health insurance when you were a kid, your parents gave their information, your information, and all those medical records are automatically given.
Where did I sign a piece of paper that said that's okay?
When you were a kid, you didn't have that choice. If you got hurt, those medical records, those family fucking bullshits, those are already given.
But okay. So let's take the government, all right? Because of course the government's doing that.
Oh no,
right?
it's not the government. This came straight
I'm
from.
saying, but they're
No. This came straight from the insurance companies.
No, they're a private entity. So I'm saying that's pretty.
It's fucking bullshit, is what it is.
That's pretty malicious, right there.
Oh yeah. Oh no, the insurance carrier knows you. Jack Mehoff from Mobile, Alabama.
That's pretty fucked up.
They know everything. Like from how much you pay per month to your fucking blood type and everything in between.
That's pretty fucked up.
Oh yeah. Your mobile device there, they sell all your information. Where you go, when you go, how long you're there.
I know that.
every insurance company purchases that information, every bit of medical information, everything about you.
But who's quantifying? Because, like, you can't quantify all that fucking
Yes,
data.
you can.
You need a lot of people or a really powerful computer to do that.
You need both. Everything about you is stored on a drive. Everything about me is stored on a drive.
Okay, so
And it's all accessible.
I have to go buy one of them dumb phones.
If you didn't want your personal information shared, don't have a Google phone.
I'll have a Galaxy.
That's a Google phone. If it runs off Android, that is Google. There's only one phone carrier out there. I think it's like Freedom something. They use their own proprietary version of Android, and they've got their own private version of Android services, Play Store, and everything.
How do I get that phone? All right, let's look at how much a Freedom phone costs. You want to turn that light on? I can't really fucking see anymore. Let's get dark. This storm has been sitting on our back door for the past, 2 hours.
Oh, God, that is fucking bright.
Not my fault. Okay, so you said Freedom?
Freedom phone. I think that's what it's called.
That sounds like a scam. It's manufactured by Umidigi.
Umaji.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay. I'll give you that. Okay, Freedom Phone. What does the Freedom Phone do? It's only $500. That's pretty enticing.
Yep.
Okay, pretty good. Is it their own phone, or is it just like a repurposed Galaxy?
I have not investigated that far.
Well, we're doing it right fucking now.
Okay.
Okay, Clear OS, a Freedom first operating system. We developed the first mass marketable mobile phone operating system based on freedom, security, and privacy. Okay, come on, I need more information than that. Okay, specs. Let's try specs. Okay, large 6-inch screen. That's pretty great. It does everything your current phone only does. Easy transfer phones. Just pop the SIM card out of your phone and put it in this one. That's it. Okay, that sounds pretty attractive. Can I have Spotify?
Yep. Spotify shares your information.
I can't hear you. You're not talking to your fucking mic.
Spotify sells your information.
So I can have Spotify then on Freedom Phone.
Technically.
Because you download an app and it bypasses.
You can download anything the fuck you want.
I know, but if you download any app, right, that bypasses the Freedom Phone, right, because it's any app, then you're fucked. Dude, why do people gotta be so fucking weird? Just let me do my thing and well, granted, I hate paying for apps, so I'll give them that. That's a pretty easy one. Okay, so come on, tell me what the Freedom Phone does. Updates? No, I don't. Okay.
Give me 1 second. I have
preloaded apps. Buy. Okay, I guess you have to buy apps because that makes sense. Because okay, what can you buy now? Freedom Phone $399. You're still not telling me the price. No, I want to know what apps you can have.
So the apps that get used really depend on so every single app you use will sell your sensitive personal information.
Yes.
Every single app. That's one way app developers
make money. Google just said Freedom Phone scandal. Let's read what this is about. The Daily Beast. Who's the Daily Beast? Their website looks sketchy as fuck. Okay, so
Daily Beast is reputable, but it's a very left.
What to watch, binge, see, and skip. The Trump-friendly... Ew, that's not a good way to start start an article. Come on, bro. Pick it up. It's 2024. The PayPal ban ruined Freedom Phone founder's life for a year. Nope. Candace Owen insists on Freedom Phone's not a scam. The Freedom Phone is a scam phone that claims to be anti-big tech censorship. Ooh, let's look at that. Okay, so this is Rational Wiki. That's not good when they try and put themselves just like a wiki.
I don't think this is the right one. So there was one mobile provider that was just a reglazed
That's what this
OS.
is. That's what this is.
Give me a sec. I'm going to put down my phone, or put down the mic, and I'm going to investigate.
Freedom Phone's Patriot App Store claims to be completely uncensored and contains apps censored by App and Google app stores such as Parler and Gap. It is claimed to be completely original design. Blah blah blah. Its claim about tracking blocker. So apparently the right is creating a phone that can, or trying to appeal to the masses of not tracking. Why can't the left do it? Since, I think the left people are a little more tech savvy, to be, in my opinion. So why can't the left do it? Like, I'm willing to pay $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on a phone that I'm not being whored out on.
Okay, so there are a couple out there. well, there's only one true one that I have been able to see.
I think we just gotta go back to dumb flip phones. Like, I'm pretty close to that, to be honest.
So anytime you're on a website and you agree to the cookies, you get tracked.
But cookies are cookies. Like, that's...
You're still being tracked.
I understand cookies, right? That's ad placement. Okay, fine. You gotta support the website. Understand that. That's about as much tracking as I'm willing to put up with, in my opinion.
Oh God, that's tough.
So I think we have to go back to...
Okay, so the phone that I'm talking about was put up on the Sean Ryan show.
Who's that?
Sean Ryan? He's a former NSA fucking...
Is that the
You
bald
want
dude?
someone fucking killed.
Is that the bald dude?
No. Sean Ryan.
I have to Google him. Sorry, I got a job and shit.
He was very popular a few years ago. I mean, he's still fucking extremely popular.
Sean Ryan. This dude?
No.
You said Sean Ryan. Or no, it's Shawn Michaels. Oh, my bad. Sean Ryan. Yeah. Well, no, I've heard a few of his conspiracy or alien podcasts because those are cool. I haven't really watched much past that.
Which one are you thinking is him?
That's who.
Which one? Click on the picture.
That dude.
Yep, that's SRS.
Okay.
But he does have a show on YouTube. It's more of a podcast. It's really good shit. He does hours long, like, interviews of folks. I love his show. A lot of them are like military folks. I enjoy it. Like, he's fun to listen to, and he asks like he asks questions that you didn't know to ask.
I watched the podcast, or listened to the podcast, where he was interviewing the dude that was in Antarctica. that was the firefighter slash janitor, and just listening to that whole podcast, I was like, okay, first off, I don't believe the janitor had access to some super top secret whatever he found, right?
I will agree with that.
Right. So but like he didn't press the question of like what we were all thinking when we were listening to that podcast. And so that's probably why I don't listen to him, because I like people who press the question when there's a nuance in the conversation to say, that sounds like bullshit.
Okay, so his conversations are his interviews are more for like military, and he is really good as a military interviewer. Like anybody that was part of the teams or Black Ops, and by Black Ops I mean like...
Yeah, but I'm not in the military.
Oh God, but those interviews are so good to watch though. So fucking good.
Like, you want to know about electricity? Dude, I fucking got you. Dude, like hearing about how, hard setting a piece of switchgear was in a basement because you had to crane it in, blah, 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 before the foundation was poured, and you had to set up a whole thing to cut. Boom, I'll listen to that story. Right? Because that's what I do.
Then maybe on the next one, we'll do that full fucking dive deep into professional standards on what we fucking do for a living.
Maybe.
Maybe?
I'm in that gray area right now.
That's because you don't sweep.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I'm not an electrician anymore. I'm, in management, so it's a bigger gray area, right? So I can't say I sling wire, sling boxes, sling conduit. I don't do that.
No,
shit.
we're not saying what you're doing today. It's like more of what you did.
Okay,
that would be more of the conversation.
All right, yeah, all right. We could talk about it.
All right, the next cast. That's what we're doing.
Dude, I had this one lady. Okay, so
you had a lady once?
Yes, just once. No, I was doing this high rise, and I was so what we call the roughing crew. So that's what pulls all the wire, and that was MC. So you're pulling
malicious
wire and
compliance?
the conduit. No, metal cladded cabling.
Okay,
it's called MC. Anyway, so you're pulling the MC through the studs before they're drywalled, right? So I was part of that in setting the boxes where all your receps go, where all your lights go, where all your switches go. We're that crew that does all that. And so I'm doing this high rise, and you're just doing, repeat after repeat,
Okay, I can dig it.
It was probably 20 to 25 units a floor. And then you're just working your way up the floors. We started on second, of course, and then moved... I think it was 10 stories.
Okay.
Anyway, but as you went up, of course, the condos got nicer and nicer and richer because they had the better view of the
higher
mountains.
Up you go, the more money you spend.
Yeah. No. So we were so the penthouse was all bought out by one dude. So the one dude owned all the top level. So the second.
How far is the top level? Like 2, 3, 4 levels.
The top level was 10 or 12. This was a high rise. It was a high rise. It was pretty bougie.
Oh, shit.
But anyway, so we were 2 levels below that. So let's call it level 8, and it was split into 3 units. So that means, and you're talking like a unit on level 2.
Okay.
There were 22 units, and it was basically a studio apartment and cost $500,000. Right. So we're on level 8, the whole floor, and it's the same. It's a straight up high rise. Doesn't do any of that weird shit.
Yep.
And split into 3. So, of course, the people are able to walk their units and see them and look at them and tell you what they like.
Yeah.
Right. So my boss comes in, and we roughed in the whole unit how it was designed.
Okay.
And my boss comes in, and he's like, "You guys gotta get out for an hour, because the owner's coming, the owner of the condo's coming to inspect.
Okay.
So apparently the dude and his wife walked with my boss and the general contractor.
Okay.
And walked around, did the whole thing. And then he calls us back up and he's like, well, I've got some good news and some bad news. So usually you put a light, one per room,
Okay.
maybe two,
Mhm.
switched outlet. That's pretty much all.
Yeah.
Apparently this lady wanted a light every about 2 feet. And they were can lights. So like we had to order
Every 2 feet, a can light.
Yeah, so split. So it would be can light 2 feet, can light 2 feet on center. And like this is the whole condo. It's 1 story. It's probably, if I remember, probably 1,500, 3,000 square feet, except for the bathroom, the master bedroom.
That is a lot of fucking lighting.
We had to upgrade the panel to support how many can lights, and like it was a change order. So they were like, they issued the change order, they approved it. It was some owner of some company, but so we're on this 9-story, 8-story building, and we have all the windows, glass windows, of course, floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
You're looking out at the mountains, and Denver is right there.
Yeah.
And you're looking at all the gloriousness.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're putting in all these lights and we're testing them and turning them on. And we're like, these people must really love looking at themselves. Like they just wanted all the light just shining down on them because like that much light could have burned skin. I'm pretty sure. It was ridiculous.
Oh God.
And that was the most bougie, obscene wealth thing I've seen. And I remember talking to my foreman. I'm like, you sure? Shit, like this bay called for 6 lights. You want us to install 23 or not 24? You sure? You're positive? Like I'm pretty sure I'm not positive. I want to install all this crap. Yeah, it was the most ostentatious thing I've seen in a hot minute. And and they weren't even the richest one. Like because we got to meet the owners and stuff that own these condos because they'd come walk them.
Dude, that sounds fucking horrid.
A lot of the, well, surprisingly, maybe unsurprisingly, so on the lower floors they were a lot more picky.
Okay.
And then on the upper, like, except for that one, no, actually, I think it's like 50-50. Because some of those rich people is either them or their wives could be, or the dudes or the wives. Not trying to gender stereotype here, but they could be very picky, like light shadowing, stuff like that, or
God, I feel bad for the painter that had to paint that fucking house.
I'm glad I wasn't the painter,
because when you get into like lighting like that and that much particular, so let's say you've got like a total 180, like you're going straight to right, and they do like a rounded turn. Each one of those fucking turn sections has to be a different shade to be able to match during a specific time of day. So let's say it's beige. You gotta have 6 colors of beige to match that fucking turn. And then a different color of beige for that room, depending on the time of the day that they usually spend in there, to be able to match the rest of the fucking house.
Yeah, fuck that. No, I've had, even some artistic chandeliers.
Autistic?
Artistic. Yes. Some of those, it's just a dude in his shed.
Yeah.
That made it. And then you're installing it, and you're like, I've been on the phone with the dude before, being like, okay, what do we envision here? I was at an undisclosed hotel, and we had a bunch of these.
Okay.
And that's where I was on the phone with the dude, and they're all made by boutique this, boutique that.
Yep.
And so I'm on the. It was the dumbest thing ever. I was like, okay, so I'm looking at the box. I'm like, what were you thinking? And he's like, dude, I'm not a fucking electrician. I'm like, and you built this fucking light? Like, he's not, like, I'm like, come on, electricity? Like a little bit, maybe. And he's like, you're the electrician. You figure it out. And I'm like, okay, well, how do I hang it? Tell me how to hang it. Right? And then he's telling me how to, like, put bulbs in the glass where he wanted. We're on Teams on an iPhone. And I'm, like, showing him on a ladder, you know, circling it over the fixture. And he's like, no, that's fucking, read the directions. I'm like, then I go back down. I'm like, this is what your direction says. That was fun.
That sounds like an amazingly horrible time.
No, I've had artesian chandelier designers, and they play with shadows.
Yep.
So they'll put certain aspects of the wall in shadow.
Okay.
Fuck that shit. Fuck everything to deal with that shit. No, I hate. They're like, no, you have to tilt it a little bit more. I'm like, if any wind comes by this little piece of, like, one time it was a pole with like a wrapped around cloth on it that was creating a shade to create this artwork on the wall. So I'm setting this thing up, and like he didn't even have a screw. It was a dowel pin on the piece. So one end was metal, and the other end was metal, and the canvas tied in between, and it went down into a dowel pin, and like the smallest 3/4 dowel pin. And so I set it on there, and I'm like, called him. I'm like, you don't want us to, like, screw it in? Because, like, yeah, some tech screws into some, boom, boom. Nobody's going to see it. Call it a day. I'm done. He's like, no, put it in inside design. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Fuck.
But that's mostly hotels. I haven't done a lot of, like, glorified, super fancy chandelier. I've done, like, there's a few with those weird bulbs that you can get at, like, Home Depot or some of those weird stores. I've done plenty of those. But those, like, they're instructions, and yes, electricians read instructions, because no, we don't know every chandelier ever made.
Yeah.
Like, I understand those, but, like, there's a few that are super hard. All right, I have to go to the bathroom, so pause this.
We're doing a quick break. Is it break 30 already?
We want to test the mics first.
Still looking good.
Do we want to plug it into the computer and actually check?
Honestly, I've heard everything pretty fantastically so far. You just got to get a little bit closer to your mic there, sir.
I will. How's this?
Beautiful.
I'm not the genius at this yet. Oh, another cruise light.
We'll get you there. I think this has been the lightest drinking for any podcast we've had so far.
Well, yeah, some of us work on Fridays, so.
Some of us work on days that end in Y. Okay.
I can't go hard all the time.
I'm only asking you to go hard on today.
And I would if I didn't have to work Fridays.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
You have to wake up and be an adult.
Dude, in like a week, I'm going to be an IA. I'm going to have fucking weekends off.
That's pretty dope.
Do you know how exciting that is?
So, how are you doing with the other thing? Do you want to talk about that?
I am doing fucking horribly.
Do you want to talk about it? We can talk about it lightly, and then you can tell me to stop whenever you want.
It's one of those. It's
or you keep it private for private's sake. It's okay too.
That might be a convo for outside of podcast hours.
I mean, to be honest, I think a lot of people, especially our generation, don't know how to express those aspects and talk about them coherently with other people, and how therapeutic and how great, or not great, but just healing that can be. And that's one thing I found lacking. Like, a lot of dudes will just, you scroll Instagram and they'll give you advice of just suck it up, buttercup, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But you need to talk about it. You need to heal. You need to go through the things. You need to deal with the pain, and you need to be with your bros and say, this is what sucked. And, like, it's not bash the other person, but just to say this sucked for this sake, and just talk about the trouble that you were going through that week, because I think that's the most healing journey, is to say, hey, you're not alone. We're here for you. It's okay. It's going to be okay.
No, I understand that. It's just there's a lot more background to this than I'm willing to share.
That's fair.
And truth be told, I had plans with her that I have kept to myself.
Of course, because if you had told me,
oh yeah,
I would have said,
oh fuck yeah, dude.
But just certain things that are they're becoming of me.
So
they're the right thing.
So being the Brillo that I am a recovered man whore, and I'm very proud of that. And
how's that wind coming through your mic?
And it's coming through yours.
Well, I know it's coming through mine, but like, how's it coming through your headphones? Sorry.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Is it bad? Good?
It's just
Overpowering?
Nah.
Okay.
It's just like a light wisp. Maybe close the window a little bit.
You locked it, you ass.
I did not lock it. That's a lot better. That is a fuckload better. So much better. So, initially, the ex is turning 30 on the 1st. Gonna be your dirty 30, as some would say.
Just you.
Well, I'm a recovered dirty 30, but still.
Okay.
So I was supposed to be there on Monday. Like this Monday. Start of this week, I was supposed to be there.
Okay, so we're getting hammered again on Monday. Got it.
Pretty much.
Let's do another fire or some shit. We'll figure it out. You got to, like, when you lose that part of yourself.
So this whole week was supposed to be. So I've worked consistently every day for like the past 6-7 months, doing 15-hour days, 7 days a week, working my ass off, and this week and next week was supposed to be. I think I canceled all the flowers that were supposed to get delivered. I'm pretty sure.
Good.
So she was supposed to be getting up until the day after her birthday. It was supposed to double every day till it hits 30, which was supposed to happen on her birthday. Ah, dude, I was going fucking romantic as shit with this. And, yeah, no, it hit hard. This one is, I haven't felt like this since I was 21.
Well, it's good to feel the emotions.
I disagree with that statement. Wholeheartedly.
You do right now. And I promise, like, I'm pretty sure I would hate me for saying that statement. But
you would borderline say them there's fat words, sir.
In a year, 6 months, you only can grow better from it.
Oh, 100% agreed. Like, I don't I'm not disagreeing. I'm growing from this. I know I'm going to be a different person after everything that happened.
Okay,
but
it's
emotionally, like relation status, different.
and you say that right now,
Mm-hmm.
right?
100%.
But like, so I think because you say that and how you say that, like that's to say that I will be better and I will, like.
No,
like
I'm not saying I'm going to be better. I'm going to be different.
Or you will overcome this.
Oh, I've overcome much more painful splits compared to this one. I mean, this one hurts. This one hurts a lot. This is... Fuck, dude, I was with her for 6 years.
I know. I was there for that
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
But
Now, I guess what hurts the most is realizing she was able to move on in 2 days.
no,
That's
not the truth. And
no, that is the truth.
no, okay. So first off,
Okay, 2 days of a break. She didn't even break 48 hours before she had a new guy in her phone and planned out a date for not even 7 days out.
so this is a two-parter.
Okay, hit me with it.
So the first part is
Do you have any tequila?
yes, I have copious amounts of tequila. I don't think we should bring a bottle into this conversation because of.
Dude, we're hitting some deep places right now there, sir.
Maybe you can take it, but I am no shots for Jeff. Okay, I'm trying to. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Tomorrow I gotta fucking study.
But it's just substituting one for the other. Right? That's all she's doing. She's not sitting down, dealing, talking, and having those emotional breakdowns
Yeah.
that we all have. Every person has those. Nobody is tough enough. And if they are, then they are fucking stupid. And they have an IQ of not very good. Okay? Because that means they're not thinking about the things. Right?
Yep.
So that's the number one is you're processing this and you're dealing with this, and that is healthy and that is mature. She's not. She's deflecting that, and she will be deflecting all of the insecurities that she had in your relationship onto her next relationship. Okay? So she's carrying all the baggage that you gave her because, I mean, we're all not peaches. We're all just dudes. Right?
I was a fucking plum.
And she's going to take all that baggage and carry that into the next one. And you have to say,
Fuck.
yeah, you say fuck and you pick your, no, first off, you have to get knocked down. So we're on the knockdown stage here.
Oh,
Right.
I am fucking knocked down, that's for sure.
But then just remember, and it's not going to happen this week. It's not going to happen next week. And it's not going to happen the week after that. And I promise you that. It's going to take a month, 2, 3. And then there'll be one day when the gut pain stops.
Oh, dude,
And-
the gut pain is horrible.
And
I got that sump and right in the middle.
yeah.
Sleep is hard. Sleep is painful.
Yeah.
Early morning wake ups. I got the boys.
Hey, and that's the only thing I can say is go. I mean, this is Angelina Jolie saying this. I'm stealing this from her.
Ooh.
But it's go right through it. And that's that.
I think the best thing that's happening through this, other than our podcasts, I have been Mr. fucking sober Samson. Right.
Me what?
Compared to that first night.
What about that other night?
That was
other night.
Yeah, that was the first fucking night, okay? I got so many
And
shits to the way.
tonight, you're trying to get more tequila in this business, and I do have like 6 bottles downstairs. But you
Okay, tonight's like the second night I have drank since we last drank.
I haven't. I'm drinking 0 because that night was. You saw the sun come. That was.
Oh no, I saw fucking noon before I fell asleep.
Well, that's okay for you right now. This is not you. This is not normal you, and this is not you in the future. Right? This is you because you've had a traumatic event happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's okay to have a traumatic event. That's fucking okay.
I will say the one thing that has like kind of saved my ass on this. Till the 7th, I've got the day off. Oh, dude, that first day, it would have been a bad decision for me to be up on roofs that day.
We had a lot of whiskey. So we were all chilling on a porch.
At the old man's.
Having some beers, eating some hot dogs. It was a Sunday.
I don't think I ate that day.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even eat a fucking hot dog.
So Brillo left because he had to take the dogs home, and I was about to wrap it up, go home, get a good night's sleep, and then Brillo walks in, back from dropping the dogs off, with a bottle of whiskey, a bunch of beer.
Yep.
And this is when it happened. And then I was like, okay.
That was the day I found out that she had a date planned that day. I thought the split was just her being fucking emotional. And that day I found out that it was real and there was no coming back from it. And there was nothing I could do to fix what was broken because I lost what I had the moment.
You didn't lose anything. It was just not your person. There was no loss. Yes, there's heartache. Yes, there's the loss of love and all that.
Okay, but I did lose Luca and fucking Willow.
I bet you have
those are the two
Little
Shelties.
Bean and fucking gigantic. What's his name?
Lumpy.
Yeah. So you didn't lose. That wasn't your person.
I know, but at that point in time, I do gotta say, I thought she was that person.
And that's okay. We all think that way, and that's okay.
If I didn't think that, I wouldn't have made, 6 trips out east to move her 6 fucking times, paint a whole fucking house twice.
I think that's where you have to trust a little more in your bros, and say, hey, is this chick, lady, nice, beautiful woman, good for me? Because we know you best.
I know.
Right? And we know you.
I know.
And we know what's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And we know it's bad.
Just as how I've known for you, the last one.
We're not going into any of that crap. I'm not ready for that yet. All right.
I'm just saying, from what was said during those events and moments, I had the best for you in mind.
Yes. You were there. All the bros lined up, said, we are here for you.
Do you know what I really need right now?
What's that?
Is a bro night of surf, turf, and Italian.
we got to fly some people in for that, though.
Get Chris his ass out here and tell Connor to get the stick out of his brown eye.
I mean, we could. They're not too far away.
Kansas, Arizona.
I'll have them fly Spirit. I don't give a fuck.
We can get them out here.
$100. You want to check a bag? You cheap bitch. Nah, fuck off.
You have no baggage to carry on, and you're flying.
They're all the same size as me, so yeah, they're fine. You're like, wear my clothes. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Okay, Connor's fucking thick, though.
Yeah, he's getting kind of thick. I should tell him that.
Yeah.
I think I told him that last time.
He's muscular as shit, but he got thick.
No, but you should have seen him when he got back from the army. He was like too lean. I was like, holy shit, you are like, that's what 100.
Oh no, I was fucking there when he got back.
145-pound human looks like. Male. Right? And then
just straight fucking muscle too.
Then 220, 225, 230.
He's more than that now.
And I'm like, he's a big boy.
Oh dude, he big. Mr. fucking Leo now.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, no, I want to get back into this. So yes, we need a boys' night and the boys' night for the boys' night, not broadcasting all the bullshit. across the net.
Yeah, no, we just need to get drunk as shit, eat really good fucking food,
Yeah.
and just do a jack me off and do an emotional mental dump. Let me be on the other side of the couch.
Oh, and then, hey, that's why I'm asking you these questions, because I know it's difficult, that I know what you're going through, and I want to say, hey, we all
That was very wet, by the way.
we all go through this shit, and that's okay to go through this shit.
I know it's okay to go through this shit, but it's also okay to feel this way.
Yes, it is.
It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to...
Talk about your fucking feelings.
And it's also okay to feel belittled and small. It is okay to feel that way.
Don't you love it during a breakup when they tell you everything wrong with you, and you're like, seriously?
Dude, it's fucked.
And I'm like, seriously? Like, I think that's the creme de la creme of you're trying to justify. Okay.
But I
mean,
just want to throw this out there really quick. I do wish her nothing but happiness and fucking success. I am a better man today.
You saved it. Oh,
I am a better man today
You are.
than who I was the day that I met her.
That's why we can.
So I just want to say,
They made you into the man that you are now.
I'm a better person today because of the woman I met. She's an asshole, and her asshole fucking stinks.
You can't say that shit.
No, she got a stinky butt.
You can't say that shit. Don't say that.
Oh, no, she will confirm that.
Oh, my God. Oh, I don't even want to hear about it.
She was very proud of it, too.
But I totally lost my train of thought. That was... You derailed it right there. That was pretty good.
That's what I do. But yeah, no, I'm happy I am taking this sober. Because if I was taking this drunk, like Brillo level drunk.
Okay, that must be like a whole nother level, because like we drank Sunday night, and I have not. I was like, no, I am. And this is the first time I've had a drink this week, and I don't drink during weekdays.
Yeah, I mean, you drink on Thursdays.
Well, yeah, this is a new thing to me, but yes, like I thought that was too much drink.
Oh no, you have not touched a Brillo drunk yet.
What's a Brillo drunk? Do we want to know?
Okay, so
is this something better kept?
So you know how I drink, right?
You're a social fun drunk. Yes.
Yeah.
That's who you are. Yeah.
So there's a moment between a social drunk and a Brillo drunk. And blackout. It's like a very fine line between blackout and Brillo drunk.
Okay.
If we were to drink how I used to 7 years ago, you would wake up tomorrow morning and be like, oh my God, I hate every life decision. I am never going to drink again. How dare you put that on me?
That was... Okay. Okay.
No, Sunday, that was light. That was just fun. Before the night and day ended on Sunday, I did 6 white tea shots, 8 more beers.
But drinking for, I think, a competition?
Oh no, that was a personal competition.
That's not good.
As I said, you drinking with the old heartache Brillo is a very scary thing, because I would take it to places where I'm like, you're questioning your sanity.
So that's what I'm trying to talk about. You know, those emotions and those things, because usually males, when we drink, in my experience, not a therapist, when we drink, we drink to drink, like, you know, like drinking.
If you're gonna fucking drink.
No. But there's drinking,
And then there's drinking.
and when you're on the other side of that fence, it's usually because of something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something went south, right? So, for instance, like a breakup, right? So I'm trying to say, let's fucking talk about that shit. It doesn't have to be on the pod, all right? But let's talk about that shit and let's get into
we will
those
definitely
feelers.
hit that outside of the cast.
So then we're not punch bagging those drinking nights, you know? Because like I have a job, I have a house, I have a dog, like.
Oh no, I understand.
I will. You want to get hammered on Friday night? Let's do it. You want to get hammered on Saturday night? Let's do it.
I can actually get drunk this weekend. I can actually go camping this weekend.
I can't. We have Gordon's birthday. You're invited.
Oh, where are we going? We
haven't
going
decided
downtown
yet.
or Parker?
I haven't decided yet.
No, or Parker it is.
Good. Usually, so me and Gordon's ritual. Usually it's just bros,
Okay.
no chicks. You're invited.
Oh, thank you.
Is the most fancy steakhouse you can buy. So that's throwing down 500 bones at Ruth Chris. That's going to Elway's, throwing down same amount. Like it's not a cheap night.
I think I might have to do an IOU for this one because I have not worked this fucking week.
I save up. Usually save my money and then like okay, it's Gordon's birthday coming up. I gotta prepare.
Okay, on Sunday after I left you, like after I left the hangout,
Yep.
I went to a couple other bars. I spent $1,000.
Dude, bro, what the fuck? You spent $1,000 at the bars?
Yeah.
In Parker?
Yeah.
How? Did you?
I drank.
No, there's no possible way you can drink that much.
Oh, when you're drinking with 8 fucking people.
Oh, so you're just buying the tab for 8 people. Okay, that makes sense. And you're buying the tab all night. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. All right, I can see that. But dude, that is new breakup status. Okay, I'll give you that. But don't do that again.
Yeah, no, that was a one a year kind of fucking moment.
That's a one and never.
That was one, and it's been a very fucking hot minute since I even reasonably came close.
I bet those ladies liked you buying them drinks. Oh no, betcha it made them feel good.
They were mad at the first one.
But they weren't mad at the second, or the third, or the fourth.
By the 5th, they were like, okay, we have no choice. Honestly, it was just fun.
No, that's fine. $1,000 worth of fun for one night. I've wasted that much money. Vegas. Vegas happens, right? So, okay, I can understand that.
I don't do... You know me, I like to have fun. If I'm going to drink, I'm going to fucking drink. And most of the time when I'm drinking...
When we go out, you're paying for all my drinks. For like the next 4 years. Just to equate that one night.
Well, that seems fair.
That is fucking fair.
That seems fair.
Because I'm always picking up the phone. Yeah.
Hey, there have been multiple times where I tried to get my card out before your bitch ass did.
It's just a thing I do.
I have caught you twice out of the how many fucking times?
No, I would never make it. When
you're gonna have to join me on a drink night.
I don't think it's okay. So we have to have Uber pickup service.
Oh God, yes. You're not rolling another vehicle.
Vehicles, stable places, and then people, and then people to take care of me when I get home because I'm apparently gonna die.
There's a strong possibility. Get extra hydration. We are going places. If we're gonna drink. Because when I'm drinking, I drink. Chris can attest to it.
I've seen you drunk before, but I've never seen you
drunk.
Drunk.
Yeah, no, I don't think. So when I'm getting drunk, I do it myself. And I take myself some amazing places.
That's not healthy.
I know, but when I'm like actually drunk, I'm not a good person. I'm an asshole.
It's fine to be an asshole.
No, like we'd wake up the next day and be like, dude, you're a fucking asshole. I don't want to be around you for X amount of time. Level of asshole.
So what do you do?
I'm an asshole.
Okay, elaborate. Like, are you like one of those disappearing acts? Like where you just like, I'm going on adventures, I'm out, peace, make new friends with the dude smoking on the back? Okay, fine. Got you. Are you the...
I will break your spirits.
Go up to random people, talk shit. Or are you the downer?
No, I will break your spirits. And I do
Spirits,
even like drunk.
No, like spirits, how so? Like, are you a high-spirited or low-spirited drunk?
Yes.
There's a difference. You cannot emotionally manipulate me.
When I am drunk,
dude,
I can make you question your life decisions.
Not me. I've known you for way fucking too long, and I've gotten drunk with you too many times.
No, you've gotten intoxicated with me.
It's drunk.
No.
Intoxicated is drunk. Okay,
No.
Anyway, so split here.
You have not gotten Brillo drunk yet.
But shit canned. You definitely can't emotionally manipulate me. Shit canned.
I will make you regret
I'd bitch.
so many decisions.
Dude, you're playing with the A-team here.
Dude, you were B team compared to drunk Tyler. I hate to admit it.
I disagree. I think I'd see through that shit, call you out on your shit, and then I'd be in the morning, serve you some eggs and bacon, and be like, "Sup, bitch?" That was fun.
No, I am when I get drunk, when the Brillo gets Brillo drunk, it is a scary... It's a borderline terrifying moment.
That sounds like some like alcoholism bullshit right there.
Oh, it's tismatic alcoholism. How many do you got over there? 4? 5? 6. Okay. I'm on number 10. I've pre-gamed today.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I don't know. I'm breaking your spirits.
Okay, so anyway.
I always pre-game podcast night.
I mean, you gotta loosen up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I did have 2 beers, so I'm guessing I'm at 8.
So you're only 2 behind.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Dude, my doctor would be pissed.
God, I haven't seen a doctor in years.
I went and had a checkup. She's like, "You're perfectly healthy." I'm like, she's like, "Why'd you come in for a checkup?" And I'm like, "Because I'm 32 and don't I need one once a year?" And she's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Okay." And then she's like, "Okay, let's go over the questionnaire." Did the questionnaire. It's like, "How much you drink a week?" I'm like, "Normal amount." She's like, "What's the normal amount?" I'm like, a couple beers a night. Well, usually it's, 5, 6 beers a night on a Friday or Saturday night. So I was like 10, 12.
Oh, God, I got a fucking story for that,
And
though.
then she's like, you got to cut those numbers down. Like, only if you, like, that's a normal, but like one of those weekends where you turn it up
Mm-hmm.
and that number, it's exponential growth. It's not 2 more, it's not 4 more, it's, that's...
We kicking it up a few notches.
Yeah, that's...
That's a normal Friday night for us. Like 5, 6 beers. It's a healthy Friday night.
Yeah. Don't drink during the weekdays. 5 or 6 on Thursday. Don't drink on Friday. Drink on Saturday. Boom.
Yeah.
That's the usual.
Fuck, dude. We need to go camping.
Yeah. What came in last weekend?
Bastard. I was working.
Yeah, it was fun.
Bastard.
It was pretty hard to find a campsite, to be honest, but you were going to say something about a doctor's visit.
So there was this one time where I went in This was like early 20s when I wasn't an alcoholic. Like, I just drank to... If I was having a beer, I'd have 2 or 3 on a weekend. Like, nothing heavy. Get a borderline buzz.
How old were you?
I think it was between 22 and 24. Like, I was not who I am today. I can say that much.
Okay. So you developed.
Dude, I morphed into who I am today.
Okay. All right. 2, 3 beers.
And, I felt confident with that. And it wasn't every weekend. It was like 1, maybe 2 times a month I'll have beer. Like, I was a very self-conscious person.
Self-conscious about what?
The amount of alcohol I intook. The amount of drugs that I intook.
Okay.
So I had one day where didn't drink that week, didn't drink that month, and I woke up one day and started vomiting, and then it turned into blood coming out. And then I started getting worried, and I called up friends. I called up my med friends, and I actually started getting fucking worried. I was like, hey, dude, what the fuck's going on with me? Like, should I go to the hospital, or should I... You think I'm okay? So, I go in, and, crack stand? Oh, God, not the heathen, too. So I go in, and prior to everything that happened, I was pretty much sober Samson. And I went to the emergency room at Parker. And I'm like, hey, I am puking blood. Like, everything's... Like, I feel some acid coming up in it, too. And it's just, like, I'm truly terrified of what is happening to me at this moment. This is not doing wonders for our audio quality, by the way.
Okay, I'll kick him back out. All right, boys. Out. Cool.
So I go into the hospital. I get there, and I tell the intake people, hey, I'm vomiting blood. I don't feel good. Something doesn't feel right. And I get into the emergency room. They take me into the back. They put me in a fucking room, in a chair. They tell me, hey, take off your clothes, put on this gown and shit. And I have this doctor come in, and he's like, hey, you're an alcoholic. You're doing this because you're an alcoholic. There's nothing else that it could be. You're an alcoholic. And I looked at the doc. I'm like, hey, you call me that one more time, I will sue you for defamation, slander, and malpractice. Like, I will take you places that you've never imagined before. I will make your life fucking hell. And he's like, oh yeah? We'll see what the blood work does. See what the blood work says. I'm like, yeah, we fucking will. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't drink that much. Dude comes back after 30 minutes providing no aid. I'm still vomiting blood. And it turned out it was a fucking ulcer that ruptured inside of me. And Doc's like, okay, I am so sorry. You are not an alcoholic. Here's some treatment for you. Here's something that will resolve the pain that you're going through. And just being super fucking professional. Like, from what it was to what it turned out to be. It was like night and fucking day.
Yeah, fuck that.
A couple years after that, I became a fucking alcoholic, though.
Yeah.
That's when the first fiance was like, hey, I'm pregnant. It's not yours. I can't marry you. That's when shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
That's when it got magical, sir.
Yeah.
What, you're not ready for that level of
No, I'm thinking of You know, well, so what I'm thinking about is coping mechanisms that we all use.
Mm-hmm.
And why do males tend to gravitate towards alcohol when alcohol is a depressant? So it just, you're in a vicious cycle of, right? And you're in that whole cycle until, something happens where you just, and I think this is common for most males, not all, that you pull yourself out somehow. And it's happened to me before, and I'm pretty sure it's happened to you, where you magically, something, 1 week, it's just like, I've experienced this. I think you have too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, just like, okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done being that person. I'm done being, who you say a breakup, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going through a large breakup, and you're like, I'm done being that, in that state of mind, in that pain, in that drinking, all the things, and then you're a normal functioning human being.
Yep.
And I've experienced that, and I think, again, you've experienced that. But what if you can't turn off that switch?
That's when it gets scary.
Yeah, but so when do you pull your friend aside and say, "Hey, your switch is not turning off. Like you're not coming back." Like I know everybody was concerned about me, during my breakup, and then the switch. It was it softly closed, but it did close, right? So when's that mark in heartache or something like that? When is that 6 months? Is that 9 months? Or can you not? You just have to vibe it out.
I think that depends on the time frame that the person was in the relationship. So for every 1 year that you were in a relationship, you've got one week of.
I thought it was. I've heard a month. I've heard
it's
2
a week.
weeks. I've heard
it's a week.
Okay.
So every 1 year of heartache you have, say you're with someone, personal reference, 6 weeks, 6 years. So if your friend is with someone for, say, 4 years, they've got a month of just being debaucherous and alcoholic. A month and a half after that, if they're still rocking that, that's when you step up and be like, bro, you're scaring me. You're doing shit that you should not be doing right now. Like, you can't be.
Yeah, but okay, so for say a 6-year relationship, you're still gonna be going through, like, okay, so I agree, I 100% agree with the. I mean, I've been there. That first month, you're going heavy, you're going hard, just to numb that gut pain. But I agree again with the pain ends usually after a month and a half. Like that gut pain that truly, you just hate life.
You start sleeping again after a month and some change.
Yeah. So I 100% agree, but I don't agree.
Okay.
On the portion that they're done grieving.
I think the allotted alcoholism and debauchery, you get a week for every year.
Okay. So that's a rule that me and you can make. Okay, I understand that. I agree.
So if you're together with someone for quite a few years, you get 1 week for every year you were with that person. I mean, it's up to 10 years. Like 10 years, 10 weeks, that's kind of like that is the max.
Okay, I agree. Okay, so now let's so we have you got to start picking yourself back up.
Yep.
After a month and a half, 2 months. Okay, understood.
Yeah, month and some change.
When do you? I think this is the harder portion to quantify, but when
Okay.
you start, not using your buddies as, and it's not using, it's when you stop relying on your buddies as the emotional crutch.
So I don't think the emotional crutch hits till a couple weeks after. Because the first couple weeks you're like, oh, freedom, this is amazing. And then after a couple weeks, at least on the male version of a breakup, right? So there's a female version. I don't know the time frame for that. At least for what resonates in my brain. First couple weeks you're like, oh, this is great. I got freedom. I can go out. I can get laid anytime I want. And after those first couple weeks, you're kind of like, okay, this hurts. I don't have that good morning text in the morning. I don't have the good night. I don't have that person next to me 24/7. And that portion... So after the first couple weeks of a breakup, I think, 10 years, that's kind of the... 10 weeks is kind of the max. No matter if you're with someone for 10 years, you get 10 weeks. If you're with someone for 50 years, you get 10 weeks.
No, I disagree. I think it's a month. You get a week. No.
The first couple weeks...
You get a month a year. So if it's 4 years long, you get 4 months of...
I think that's a little gratuitous, though.
No, fuck no. Dude, you have so much emotional baggage. You just spent the last 6 years
Okay.
with somebody.
So what, I have to wait 6 months to feel better?
No, I'm saying that I will be here saying you're okay. You're still a good dude. Everything will be fine.
I think...
For 6 months, and I will say it's going to be great. But at the 6 month mark, I'm going to be like, dude, I know you're still going through it. Because if you're still going through it at 6 months, you're still going through it.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm going to say, dude, we got, you either need to go to therapy or we need to start having a lot deeper conversations because apparently these things are haunting you a lot more than they should be. Because they shouldn't be haunting you that much.
I think if
for
you
6
hit
months.
the 6 month mark on a woe, poor is me, depression, anguish, loathing, oh, woe is me, I think 6 months is kind of like... I think 6 months is the maximum allotted.
And no, you have to curtail what you just said because you don't want it to be 6 months.
No, I think...
No. Like think about it logically. Okay, so you just went through a breakup.
Okay. That I
was
did.
6 years long.
Yeah.
And I'm saying I will give you 6 months until I call you out on your bullshit.
I don't want 6 months to be called out on the bullshit because once you hit 6 months of the debauchery and alcoholism...
I'm not debauchery. I agree with the debauchery, alcoholism for the the
month
week,
and some change.
the week per year. Do the debauchery, do the drinking.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Pick yourself back up. You gotta start making yourself better. But then after that, you still have the emotional pain. You're still gonna have those thoughts. You're still gonna be an emotional wreck from time to time. Right? It's not gonna be every day.
Yep.
But it's gonna be once a week. It's gonna be once a month, and you need your buddies there to say it's gonna be okay. I got you. No big deal.
Yep.
We will figure this out. Okay. But I'm saying, when's that end? And so that's why I'm saying the month mark per year, and it's of course not a hard mark, because frankly, for a lot of dudes it could be longer or it could be short.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's shorter for some of us in this room, and I think it's shorter for the other part of this room, right? But I think for some dudes it is longer because it's maybe their first.
I mean, there's a lot of people that, they grew up with a whole bunch of emotional trauma, family issues, shit's just not cricket, and you trust someone for X amount of time, and it goes downhill very quickly once said person trusted another person. And in that scenario, I could see, I think 6 months is probably, no matter how long you're with someone, 6 months is kind of the...
I think it's month per year. So you're together, you were with that person for 4, 3, 2, 1, right? Month equates to that, right? For the emotional shit, for the debauchery and all that shit,
I think for the emotional,
completely over, and say that person's out of my life. I'm moving on.
I think no matter how long you're with someone, 6 months is kind of the maximum time.
I agree
because
with that.
there's a point. So we only get one run at this, right?
Okay.
Every day is a new challenge, a new issue, a new sadness, a new happiness, a new excitement, a new depression. Every day is something new, no matter how much you go at it. No matter how sad you are, no matter how happy you are.
Well,
I think everybody goes through an emotional trauma a different way, but I think 6 months is kind of at the point where you could have been with someone for a year and have such an emotional connection to that one person that it takes your physical soul 6 months to be like, hey, what happened, right? I don't think...
I'm saying, no, what I'm trying to say is,
I understand what you're trying to say.
I will be here
I appreciate
for
you.
6 months, and I will not say pick yourself up until that 6 month mark, and then I'm gonna be like, all right, bro, it's time. But so that's how come I gave that wide range.
No, that's fair.
time, okay, I deal with emotions, and every breakup's different.
Mm-hmm.
The harder the breakup, in my opinion, and the more vicious the breakup,
I think the more vicious ones take longer.
No, I think they're easier to get over.
Really?
Oh, fuck it, dude, it's me.
That's fair.
I have a PhD in that, right? I think,
dude, I've had breakups that were super easy, that were the worst thing in the fucking world, and then I've had super easy breakups that were super fucking easy. I've had super hard breakups that were disgustingly horrible to get over. And at the same time, I've also had some breakups that were extremely amicable, and I was over it in a fucking week. And at the same time, I've had an emotionally charged breakup that, potentially law enforcement probably would have been involved in a different scenario that, lasted me, multiple years to fully get over.
I think the more vicious you make it on yourself, the easier it is to get over.
Okay, if we're going that route, then...
Because, you have to deal with the pain then and there, and then you have, a month to rebuild yourself and, to say, pick yourself up. And then, because it was so vicious and so brutal that you're walking away.
Yeah.
That it's a lot more freeing.
Dude,
there's no doubt, there's no questions, there's no any lingering what could have I done. It's clear, concise, and say that person maybe not hated, but you despised each other.
Yeah.
Right? And that's, I think, healthy. It's easy. It makes the breakup easy.
I think when emotionally charged during a breakup, there's a whole bunch of passion that's involved.
Okay.
If you guys split, hey, we've been together X amount of years, fuck you, I'm out.
Yep.
If it is a super easy, mutually combative non-fuckery kind of a breakup. Like, no emotion in it. It's just, hey, I don't care about you anymore. I don't care about you either. I think those breakups are something that previously...
That's different.
I know. Just let me get where I'm going.
Okay.
I think those easy ones
Feel like
are the
I'm on
ones
the Oregon
it was.
Trail right now.
I think those easy ones are the ones that ended a lot sooner than the actual breakup. I think those are the ones where, like, okay, I'm ready to fucking move on. I am over this bullshit.
So how do you deal? It's a little soon, but you've already been through it once before.
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal with, you know, being you afterward?
So as of right now, not even a full week into the official breakup, there's a lot of self-hatred. There's a lot of feeling defeat and sadness. There's a lot of, well, if I said this or if I said that, it could have gone X route or Z route. If I wouldn't have said this, if I would have said that, what would have been the outcome? So as right now, as it stands, I said and asked A through Z. And I know deep down, there's legit nothing I was able to say, do, act, question, response, recover, that would have changed the outcome.
And okay, so I acknowledge that you said a whole bunch of shit right there that we have to pick apart, right? So I just want to acknowledge that, and then I do want to preface this whole thing by she wasn't your lady. She would not have put you through that.
Yeah.
She was not the one meant for you. And I don't care if you care about existentialism and, you know, determinism and all that bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's just say you and her were just non-simpatico, right? Just you didn't work, right? And it took you blunt force trauma to recognize that it didn't fucking work, and that's okay.
Yeah. What hurts is, truth be told, how quickly she was able to move on. And this is coming from me, Mr. Like, I have a breakup, I'm gonna go get laid that fucking day.
And to be honest,
there's no question fucking asked about it.
And that's just because, well, for males, you're just trying to show other males that you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
When we all know you're fucking for her, that is, she's hopping, she's taking one emotional crutch and moving to the next.
Yep.
And what that shows is that, hey, that's a lot of baggage that guy has to carry now. So let that go and say, you take that burden on. I will go find somebody more in tune with yourself.
If I really wanted to, if I wanted to go have reset the emotional connection with another female, I could do that. But I know where I'm at right now, it's not a good path for me to take. Oh my God, I sat up and I burped so fucking much, dude.
And that's okay to not take that path. That says, hey, I need to work on me. I need to make me a better version of yourself.
Sorry, I'm searching for a beer right now. Mango, strawberry, or grapefruit.
It doesn't fucking matter. They all taste the same.
No, they don't. But where I'm at right now is I'm more hurt that she moved on so quickly. Because it is something I did not expect or envision how things would go.
Okay, so
If that makes sense.
Okay. So, what I'm about to say is going to hurt and it's going to suck. And you have to sit there and you have to be okay with it.
Okay, hit me with it.
Okay. What if this dude is the perfect dude for her? And
Happy.
they get married, they have kids. All the anger and the sadness, they well up inside you, right?
Yeah.
But there's that small portion that says, fuck you. I do want her to be
So
a
as
little
much
bit ahead. That small, that 1%, right? So hold on to that 1% and say, that is me. Not this, not the other portions of anger, sadness, hatred, all those things. Squash those and say, okay, fine. I'm going to hold on to that 1% of, fine, you're happy.
so
I can deal with that.
what I'm going to say to that.
Okay.
So I will admit I'm a bit of a pushover.
Yeah, me too.
And with the amount of time with this one and the energy and the emotions and just everything that happened in the past, which is an outside of podcast conversation. Out of everything that happened, I want her to be happy. And I don't care. Let me rephrase that. I would love it to be me that I am the person that in the end makes her happy. But in reality, I'm not the one that makes her happy. And if she is able to find that person, her forever person after me, I'm okay with it. Because truth be told, a large, actually 100% of the time, every female that's actually broken up with me, the next person that they fucking date, I think 2% have split after that.
Only 2%? Mm-hmm. Okay. So then, I mean, you're
I am
you're
the
prepping.
penis.
You're
I am the
prepping.
penis that provides them with a future. Okay.
You're prepping. You're laying the groundwork.
Oh yeah. But what sucks is, well, they may be happy.
You have to go through the breakup, and you have to do the hard work, and you have
Yep.
to say, "I have to be better," and you have to sit here and you have to talk with your buddies.
I just want to find the one that found the opposite version of me and was like, hey, the next person I'm with, I will marry. Like the next penis that they find will be mine. I'm hoping to find that.
You don't want to find that.
I want to find my woman that has kids, has a house with me. I want multiple kids.
And see that is.
I'm going to be a damn good ass dad one day. I just don't know how much longer I can keep searching for it.
that is the hardest part. But okay, so two-parter again, and I apologize.
Oh, no worries. Hit me with the 2.0. No, Jackson. Fuck off.
It's actually just Jackson, so just open the door and let him in.
But that means I have to get up.
Get the fuck up.
Wow. Okay, hit me with the other question.
Okay, so no, it's not really a question, but I lost my second part, which sucks. It was such a good second part.
Okay, well, hit me with it.
No, I
Or
forgot.
work towards it.
but so the first part is holding on to hatred will make you into somebody that's unrecognizable. So you have, every time you feel the anger and the hate crawl up your spine.
Yep.
You know, when you're driving to work and you start thinking about it and you're like, and then when you're driving home from work, you know, and you're sitting drinking a beer, you're like, motherfucker. Like every time that happens.
Yeah.
That that's the only pit that I or Chris or all of our friends cannot rescue you from is we could rescue from everything else. Okay. But if you hate too much, that's the portion where in my opinion, you become, that blinds you by so much shit that you won't come back from it. Go ahead.
I think that is what's included in the 6 months.
Yes. Well, no, in the month per year, yes. Let's call it a month per year. I'm not calling it 6 months because I have never been in a 6-year relationship. So fuck off.
So I am just saying 6 months is still the max. Like alcoholism, the emotional shit, the hatred, the loathing, the self-loathing, the loathing of the other. You got 6 months, man. Like, I don't care how long y'all are together. It's 6 months. That's kind of the max.
Okay.
I think if after 6 months you've still got the... And again, I don't care about how many years it is. Could be a year. Could be 100 years that you're with said person. Within that 6 months, if you're not able to move on, figure your shit out, move on to the fucking next, I think you need professional help. I think you need the homies to tell you, hey, you ain't in the right fucking headspace. You need to get your shit together.
I'd agree with that. Okay.
And like, get professional help, get medication, get your shit the fuck back together. Because the person you are after 6 months...
It's not going to be you.
Yeah.
If you're still in the deep dark headspace.
Yeah. If you're still rocking that, go get professional help, because you definitely need to talk to someone that understands your feelings and your emotions.
But also, if you can get through it faster.
Oh, more fucking power to you.
Yeah. Dude. Like, it's, to be perfectly honest, it's never taken me that long. Or like even month by month, like, to get through a breakup. Never really. It's usually 1 month of the bullshit.
Okay. There's only one that was out there in the world that still bothers me today. And that one is a plethora of fuckery that fucked up my career path and where I was planning life to be. There are some deep shit that you can hit, and you're never going to quite be where you want to be if something goes as south can be. If that makes sense.
Well, without delving deeper into your bullshit, I can pick apart what you said. I do think it's very easy of us to talk about, the heartache, the emotional bullshit that we went through,
mm-hmm.
right? And that you're going through. But I don't want you have to, it's not enjoyment, but I'm trying to say that, like, don't rush what you're going through, because that'll just come out sideways on the back end.
I don't think I'm gonna rush this one. I'm not trying to find someone new. I'm not trying to, get my dick wet as soon as fucking possible. I know, surprising. I'm scared too. As much as I don't want to be alone, and I would absolutely love to have another person in my life being like, hey, good morning, how are you? I miss you too. Emotion, emotion, emotion. I know that is not personally healthy for me. I know I'm going to need some time. I know I'm going to be a better man. A little bit colder in some places. A little bit more closed off in others.
You don't have to be colder. You can just be more guarded.
I think guard and closed is kind of...
No, because closed means, in my opinion, that you're never going to broach those subjects. Whereas guarded means, I will broach them, but only with the right person.
Yeah, I could see that. Either way, it sucks in either trajectory.
Oh, dude, definitely.
And I think I'm handling this better than I should be. To be fully honest, even though I'm still in like the first week and I'm still in like the...
Oh, I did too. No, trust me, I did too. And I thought that every week I was getting better, and I was looking at the emotional life cycle of a breakup. They have a big bell curve, or opposite bell curve.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what portion am I at, right? And I would chart. Like,
I think
here,
the female version and the male version are opposites.
And then I'm here, and then I'm here, and then I'm here, and then...
You hit very fucking rock bottom.
Oh, and then I remember what day it was where I just woke up and your gut ache, that was gone, and everything was gone. It was very, very late December, and like it was just a switch. It was just a big old switch that's like flipped, and it was like, okay, I'm this new person now, and I'm moving on. Like, and I can't project that onto you because if I knew how that switch had switched, I would tell you. But
this one is kind of hit me of like, I want to be even better than I am today, just to show her, hey, you missed out. And I know that's a different way of coping, but...
Well, that's the age-old go get in the gym, get fit, thing.
I want to do it professionally.
But I think, well, yes, that I mean, all things.
Like, I'm not...
Become the greatest version of you that you can.
So, past breakups, I've just been, like, self-deprecating. Like, hate myself, hate where I'm at, hate where I'm going. Self-sabotage every second I could fucking get. And today I'm like... Okay, so I had these plans in motion, professionally and personally, to meet at X date, right? Well, I want to take those personal and professional moments that was supposed to hit X date, X amount of time in the future, and half that time, if not quarter that time, and be like, hey, check this out. I said I was going to be here at this moment. Guess what? It's been 6 months. And I was supposed to hit this point in X years. So suck my pee-pee. Tongue box my fart box. Bitch, you missed out. Check out where I'm at. Enjoy your depression. Because I know one day it will hit. Because you missed out on an amazing fucking man.
I'm going to replay that last clip. Last probably minute.
Okay.
In 6 months for you.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right.
Dude,
I think you'll enjoy it. And I think I think you'll enjoy it, but you'll also be a little ashamed of it.
I'm actually kind of proud of how I'm feeling about this.
I don't. I think that you're okay. Hey, you can be. That's fine.
Right now, today, I am at a better place than I was during the last.
Well, that's because you were in the gray zone. That's why I always say
Yeah.
I'd rather have the breakup be brutal, hard, and fast than long and drawn out. And I mean, exactly what you went through, because every night you're questioning everything.
Oh, I 100% do not deny that I go to sleep replaying.
WWJD.
Pretty much.
You should have done that. So it's, what would Jeff do? And like 3 or 4 months ago, I was telling him what to do, and it's exactly where we are here.
Yeah.
So, like, when do I get the Jeff, you were right portion? Can I get that on audio? Recorded?
Once I hit the point, I promise it'll be on recording.
Okay, you better. Yeah, I want the. Yep. You. Okay. All right. Deal. I won't dirtbag that too much.
But yeah, no, I'm at the point. It's very early on where I want to be like, financially, a fuck you level. Personally, be at a go fuck yourself level.
Yeah, because you want to show her how awesome you will become.
I want to show her the person who I am, or the position where I want to be at a date in the future that is on the books, and I've already decided that time frame. Happened so much sooner than expected because fuck your couch.
Well, and I know when I say something, there's a little irk in there because I'm going to tell you how it is probably actually going to play out.
I know.
Right? So there's a little irk inside you.
Professionally, I've already put it into play.
Okay.
But personally and interpersonally, I'm nowhere near. I'm not even like a stone's throw away from where I want to be, personally and interpersonally.
You just got to keep on doing the thing.
Oh yeah,
Keep
professionally though. Like
that usually leads to a better personally.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in a fuckload better spot than I was compared to what the initial plan was. But professionally, financially, 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I will be doing a fuckload better compared to where I wanted to be in 6 months. 6 months to a year, I wanted to be where I'm planning on being now in like 3 weeks.
Okay, so I'll make a deal with you.
Okay.
Okay, so how about every month
Okay.
you plan out, because it's your fucking life, your professional life, and what that's going to turn out. Of course, make your 6 month, 3 month projections of where you want to be, but 1 month of, hey, these are the goals I want to hold, and these are the goals I want to get, at least for the next 6 months. Right? So do that, and then...
I can tell you that right now.
No, I don't want to know that right now. But I'm saying...
It's a pretty good idea, though.
No, because they might fucking change because you're going through emotional turmoil. But I want to get to the personal.
Okay. That's going to take a minute.
Exactly. So that's I don't think, especially a lot of dudes of, male, white dudes.
Yeah.
We don't give each other or ourselves enough grace.
Not even close.
And
We're very hard on ourselves.
Yes, and not grace as in the like biblical sense, but grace as in
personal.
Yeah, like, it's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's okay to fail. It's okay to pick yourself back up. And I think for the next however long, getting through this breakup is, you have to give yourself that. And you have to be okay with that. And you have to say, this is part of the journey. Like, past, a certain amount of time when that light switch will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, okay, you're back to your normal self. You can't really give yourself grace for that dumb shit that you do. Right? You gotta, I was just being a degenerate there. Right? Besides those points, but during the breakup, I think you have to say, I'm giving myself grace.
Yeah.
I will fuck up, and I will pick myself back up.
I know for personal growth, this one is going to take me, I think I'm going to hit that 6-month mark, and I will continue past the 6-month mark.
6-month mark is just for you, by the way.
Damn fucking straight. But I think professionally.
Professional's easy.
Professional's super easy because I can drown myself in work.
Work and alcohol, and then bam, you get through. Yeah,
super fucking easy.
That's the easy part.
But like even right now, man, I've fucking except for this week because I was supposed to be in.
That's fine. Somehow I made it through the week during my last breakup. Somehow I made it. I worked the 40, and I went to work every fucking day, and I was there.
The bullshit is I was supposed to be,
but I was drunk every fucking night.
Yeah, I'm biting this fucking sober.
Yeah, dude, I was. Yeah.
Like I'm giving myself 2 weeks to get my new license, get in with companies that prefer IAs, and just to fucking go out and make fucking money. And as I grow professionally, which I am more focusing on, because I think it's going to take me a hot minute to fully come back from this one. No matter how much I say or do or act, this one sucks. And
that's okay for it to let it suck. But the one caveat.
I am going to drown the fuck out of myself in work, though.
No, the one caveat that I want to say to this is,
I'll need a fucking lifeguard.
Don't let it inhibit future opportunities and future happiness.
So my goal was within 2 years, buy a house, poop out some children's or some chitlins, have the whole fucking family thing, slowly indoctrinate myself into the IA lifestyle instead of LA, which is what I'm doing right now. And now I want to hit these fucking milestones in a fucking year professionally. IA, buy a house, give the boys some room to fucking run.
There you go.
And I want to hit that before the calendar year is over. That is my goal right now.
All right. I think...
Is it about that time?
I mean, you ended on your goals. I don't think you could have...
Well, we got to hear your goals. Got to hear your passions.
I could go to bed. I have work tomorrow. Maybe next time. I could do next time.
That's fair. Well, in that case, hey, thank you so much for tuning in to the Resubscribe podcast. It has been a pleasure, absolute pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, favor, whatever you can. come back and see us next week, and this will actually be a public cast. Come in a couple days. So from Brillo, Jack, Mihov, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure. You have a great night. You have a great week. Do good shit. Do smart shit. Do dumb shit. Just do some shit. Got anything to close us out?
Peace out.
Yeah, I think this is proper.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Definitely proper.
Tired of hitting nuts.
Oh, fuck yeah. This is taking me places.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great day.